Welcome to Webb City Cardinals football on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. This is your home for every sack, touchdown, and interception. Now let's go live to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good evening to you from Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau, Will Hedrick, Roberta Foster back at our studios as the Cardinals on senior night get set to host the Joplin Eagles in the last regular season contest for both these ball clubs before district brackets and championships start next week. But tonight it's all about one last chance to get better before it's a one-and-done season starting next week. And for the Cardinals, come off a tough one-point loss last week against the Carthage Tigers, a game in which they probably had plenty of chances not only to make that extra point, you'd say, maybe and get to overtime, but probably other opportunities that they missed out on that might have led to a victory. But nevertheless, gaining confidence week by week, particularly on the defensive side. And I think tonight, Justin, it's about can you begin to really complete the process in terms of scoring when you have those opportunities, finishing those drives that are in front of you, and then continuing to play the solid defense they played the last 3 weeks.
Well, I think that's one thing that's been encouraging as you look at this ball club. You look at the two losses in the last 3 weeks. Cardinals sandwiched that with a win over Willard 2 weeks ago, 41-6, but losses to Republic, 15-13, lost to Carthage, 14-13, two of the premier powers in Class 5, and you hold them well below their season average, just unable to find the end zone yourself. And so I think that's what you're looking for tonight is your defense is going to come out and continue to play the way that they've played those last 3 weeks, but can your offense get something going and put up some points more characteristic of what we've seen even weeks before that and of Cardinal programs of the past that can put up 28, 35 points in a ball game and then still have that stalwart defense. I think you're encouraged by what you've seen from the defense. I think that's what you've kind of been waiting on to kind of get some steam is the defense and their ability to stop people. Now you're asking the offense in this last week of the season to kind of meet them at that level as you head into districts next week.
You know, you don't always get to choose your opponent. The schedules are made out, of course, by the folks in the COC conference, but maybe a good game that allows you to really get up for emotionally playing your crosstown rival in the Joplin Eagles, a team the Cardinals beat for the first time last year, 38-21. But also because it's senior night, you know the emotions will be amped up as well. Justin, what do you think that contributes to this game tonight?
I think it adds just another layer of pride. You talk about the crosstown rivalry, and particularly in the last 10 meetings or so, Joplin making a pretty square matchup in terms of wins and losses. And so I think tonight you want to defend your home field. All these seniors knowing that they could potentially be in a position where they don't play on this field again. Even heading into the playoffs next week, if Cardinals lose tonight and some other things happen, you drop below that top 4 seed and you're on the road for your first playoff game. So I think the Cardinals are taking that into consideration tonight, knowing that obviously they don't want it to be their last home game, but this is potentially the last time you take the field at Cardinal Stadium in front of your home crowd. And I think that adds another layer of determination, another layer of preparation going into tonight's game, knowing that you don't want that to be true, particularly at the hands of your rivals, the Joplin Eagles.
It's the Cardinals and the Joplin Eagles here tonight at Cardinal Stadium and John Roderick Field. We'll take our first 3-minute timeout here. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers. For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans.
A swimmer was caught in a strong current and close to drowning. Suddenly, a life jacket was thrown within reach. He grabbed the life jacket and it saved his life. Sometimes we feel like we're drowning in the problems of life. Maybe it's financial, marital, or job related. Where can we find hope? Jesus is our rescuer and wants us to reach out to him. Learn more. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
Helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field, as the Cardinals and Eagles will do battle here in just about 51 minutes. And Justin, as we break down these Joplin Eagles tonight, they have been a very consistent ball club the last 8 or 9 years, however long Curtis Jasper's been there as the head coach when he began to turn the program around, made the playoffs and went deep a couple of years ago, maybe not so deep last year, but always a formidable opponent in terms of what they present to you, offense and defense. But let's talk about it a little bit. What concerns and what stands out to you when you talk about the Joplin Eagles offense?
Well, led by dual threat quarterback Daniel Rose, a 6-foot, 165-pound junior, wants to stay in and throw the ball. 79 completions on 143 attempts, almost 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions. Can get it done inside the red zone as well. 31 carries, 109 yards for 2 scores. And I think a guy that just plays poised back there. You talk about a guy that understands the system. Coach Jasper now been at the helm for a number of years, and having a kid like that coming up through your program and understanding what you want, much to what you've seen from Webb City over the years and how they want to do things. Daniel Rose, a guy that's poised to lead this team and a guy that the Cardinals are going to have to key on, a guy that plays with a lot of energy and a lot of poise, as I mentioned. And he's got some help in the backfield as well with a junior running back and a senior running back. The senior running back, Javon Burrell, is 6'1", 162-pound senior. He's gone for – sorry, I lost my spot here. Mr. Jones.
Yeah, Torrin Jones.
Yeah, 155 carries for 775 yards and 9 touchdowns on the year is his main back behind him. And so a guy, like we mentioned, wants to get to the passing game. He's got plenty of weapons in the passing game in Thomas, Royal, and Jones. And in his receiving core with 6, 4, and 4 touchdowns respectively. Pretty even yardage-wise, 485, 300, and 300 between those three guys. So a team that is looking to throw the ball. They want to make big plays in the passing game as well, something the Cardinals secondary has got to be wary of, but they can't get caught peeking in the backfield because it's going over your head if you do.
Yeah, they run a lot of motion on you, and they want to come inside out sometimes. They'll run some wheel plays, both from the receiver action and also out of the backfield. They like to jet sweep periodically with Daniel Thomas. He's got the speed when he gets to the edge to really hurt you. Defensively, they also bring some starters back, Justin, and they'll challenge the Cardinals' offensive line, and we'll hear Coach McFarland talk about it a little bit later. And, of course, every coach would say the battle is won on the offensive and defensive lines, but this is a line that's experienced, but you've got to take advantage of really playing to the whistle, I think, if you're going to try to move these guys off the ball and have that continuity in the run game so that the Cardinals can set up the rest of what they want to do and maybe be a balanced attack as well and get to some of the passing game that they've had success with over the last few weeks.
Yeah, we talk about this Joplin defense, a team that brings back multiple seniors. By my count, I think we've got 6, 7 returners, and then the rest of those guys that are back are juniors. So a team that's got plenty of experience and not going to be fooled by some of the stuff that maybe you could get away with early in the season. A team that's grown together now late in the season and has some discipline as well. And we talk about always winning the battle up front, both offensively and defensively. Can you control the line of scrimmage, and can you get some penetration defensively? Can you push off the ball offensively and get this defense on their heels a little bit and find a way to make some big plays for yourself?
Well, and for the Cardinals in particular, they'll need that special teams contribution, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in our pregame, brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. We'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout. Back with more Cardinal football. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Range Line Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
We'll take it back to 2012 here first, scoring 38 first quarter points. The Cardinals rolled to a 45-7 win over West Plains to win their district opener back in 2012. Phoenix Johnson ran for 2 scores. John Roderick threw for 2 more in first quarter scoring spree. Cooper Strasser, Cole Slaughter each caught scoring passes. Cooper Smith finished it off with a 53-yard run early in the second quarter. Alex Easley went 6 for 6 on extra points and also nailed a 37-yard field goal. Taking it back to 1991, Mark Smith throws for 6 touchdown passes, completing 8 of 12, 173 yards in a 68-28 blowout of Neosho back in 1991. Patrick Capron caught 5 of those 6 touchdown passes. Cardinals also rushed for 344 yards, led by Smith's 136 on the ground. Stan Boyer with 105 and 2 scores. Stan Wallace added 101 yards on the ground. Defensively, Dustin Storm, Stephen Crane with interceptions. And we talk about that 2012 team. They're right in the middle of a big run there where the Cardinals went to 5 straight and won 5 straight state titles. That 2012 team was right in the thick of that. A ton of talent in that group, and it was capped off started in that 45-7 win over West Plains. A lot of guys that Webb City fans will remember. Dalton Humphrey, a linebacker in that group. Cooper Smith and the running back. Phoenix Johnson, another running back in that group. John Roderick, as we mentioned, a quarterback. Just a team that had a ton of talent, and then everybody knows about Mark Smith and what he was able to do in his time here. So throwing it back to that 1991 team that had a ton of talent as well. We mentioned Stephen Crane, Dustin Storm on those groups. So always fun to look back and talk about just the tradition that this Webb City program has, and we'll kind of allude to it later in the roundtable as well. But just fun to look back and look at those teams and just see the excellence that has happened in Cardinal history over the years, Scott.
Yeah, and we saw great representation of that last week, even during the honoring of military servicemen that had been both Cardinal football players and had served in the military. And it was just such a special night in that regard. And then you hear some of these names tonight again. And as you see these folks in the community year after year, they've forgotten about some of the scores and some of the things that may have happened. But the camaraderie is still strong. They still big supporters of Cardinal Nation. And it's great to see that continuity even here tonight as the Cardinals set to take the field against the Joplin Eagles.
Well, and we'll move to some COC updates here. Carthage right now with a hold on the COC overall, sitting at 7-1, 4-0 in the division, can wrap up a conference title with a win tonight against the Neosho Wildcats. Republic sitting at 6-2, 3-1 in the division. Joplin at 5-3 and 2-2. Webb City sits 4th in the conference at 3-5 and 2-2, so could jump Joplin here with a win tonight in the conference. Neosho at 5-3, 1-3 in the division, and then Willard 2-6, 0-4 as well. Nixa on the east side has had kind of their way with anybody on the west or the east side of the COC. They sit at 8-0, 4-0 in the conference. They can wrap up their own championship tonight at Glendale, who's 2-6 and 2-2 in the COC East. Looking around the COC, obviously Joplin at Webb City here tonight for you on KNEO. Republic at Willard, Neosho at Carthage, Nixa at Glendale, Ozark at Kickapoo, and then Waynesville at Lebanon. We mentioned some of the scoring from last week. Carthage held on to beat Webb City 14-13. Willard got blanked by Joplin 35-0. Republic took care of Neosho 40-0. Nixa all over Ozark 48-3. Kickapoo with a 48-28 win over Waynesville, and then it was Lebanon 49, Glendale 28. So there's a look around the COC. We'll shift our focus now to the Class 5 District 7. And you figure the way things stand, Carthage probably going to hang on to that 1 seed. They're 7-1 with 45.75 points right now. 7 points away from their next closest, which is Neosho, who sits at 5-3. 38.14. Then it goes Green Valley, who's also 5-3, 36.5 points. Webb City sits in 4th right now at 3-5 with 34.27 points. And then Raytown behind them in 5th at 5-3 with 33.18 points. So potential for a lot of movement there. The Cardinals take care of business tonight. You get some extra points for beating a Class 6 school that could push you maybe past Neosho into that 2 spot, or if other things fall away, there could be some shifting in that 2 to 5 range. As we talked about, Neosho at 35.14, Raytown at 33.18. So just 5 points separate 2 and 5 in this district. So potential tonight for a lot of moving and a lot of shaking. Cardinals obviously will have been told, take care of your own business tonight, go beat Joplin, and then let the chips fall where they may. But I think if you're the Cardinals, you obviously want to be able to host your district opener next week, and that starts with you taking care of business of Joplin tonight.
Yeah, that's a great motivator once more, not just about the opponent across the way, but it's about what it means going into next week. That's one more reason the Cardinals really want to play well tonight. Just to give you the Joplin situation, they're in the 2nd seed in the Class 6 District 5 district, and they're locked into that 2nd seed. They'll likely play the Waynesville group, who's 0-8 coming into tonight. And we'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout, come back with our roundtable. Back here in 3 minutes, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the 4-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the 4-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
The Cool School Shop is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. Located at 100 South Main Street, Suite A in Webb City, they offer custom screen printing on school sports apparel like t-shirts and hoodies, and offer embroidery services and custom-made jerseys. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. The Cool School Shop in Webb City, 417-673-3720, or online at coolschoolshop.com.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
And we welcome you back here to John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium, about 34 minutes away as your Webb City Cardinals get set to take on the Joplin Eagles on senior night. And similar to Sesame Street, we're going to have just a one-word montage for the round table tonight, and that's icons. So through the years, through history, there's been numerous icons. You can talk about George Washington, our first president, Vince Lombardi, the longtime Packers coach, fictional icons like Rosie the Riveter during World War II, and then also Iron Man of the Marvel Universe. All these characters and people that have inspired other people and then have inspired change throughout the years. And I think you plug that into this Webb City football program. You talk about how iconic this program has been over the last 50 years in terms of how they've inspired people in this community. And really you look at the entire state and in ways that they were groundbreaking and the iconic steps that they took to be at where they are. And they say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And, Scott, I think none more present in this Webb City program that really was ahead of its time in terms of getting guys conditioned and getting guys in the weight room. And now you've seen some of those Springfield schools really get up to the same bar and have more competition when it comes to those things. And I think you nod that back to 50 years or so when Webb City really set the trend for what they wanted their football program to be and how to go about doing that. Really just one of the icons of Southwest Missouri and of the state.
Yeah, I love to talk to folks that have been around here even longer than I have. I arrived in the area in 78, but guys that go back even before that. And, you know, the great thing about this community is the way in which they've always supported this program long before they were winning state championships, winning that first one in '89. But long before that, there was always great support. But it's almost like somebody showed them the way, but the work ethic was always here. And a lot of folks contributed to what we now know as Cardinal history. And I don't think you can overstate the fact that when Jerry Kill came in and Kurt Thompson followed, and then John Roderick established what he did over the next 26 years with those 13 championships in that time span.
Number 6, Andrew Young,
folks that played for him and folks that have supported this program understand that they've had the privilege of having great training and great mentoring from a lot of different folks that have been a part of the program, and you just have to give credit to that.
Well, I think you talk about the icons of this program. Obviously, it starts with the coaching staff. You mentioned Jerry Kill and Kurt Thompson and John Roderick, now Ryan McFarland, all those guys that have led this program, and multiple guys that have been involved in this program through the coaching staff were players themselves. And I think that just speaks to what this program does for you in terms of a pride that makes you want to come back and play for your community and coach for your community after the fact. And I think that's one of the things that you've seen as these other Springfield schools have really developed. It's a matter of the community getting behind their programs. And really, you know, anytime you go to a game in Springfield now, it's a sellout crowd. It's a crowd that's supporting their kids, and that's really, I feel like, been fundamental. Aside from what the kids are doing in the weight room and on the field, there's a backing of community that I think really started in Webb City in those early years, and other teams have now emulated that. Other communities have emulated that, and that's where you've seen the growth and competition in the Southwest Missouri area, and why this area in particular has been so successful over the last decade or so.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's been a great tradition, a great sense of community pride, and it's just great to see these young men and see all the support and the pride that they take each and every week as they come out here to play the game of football. We'll go ahead and take our 3-minute break. We'll come back with Ryan McFarland and the Coaches Show. After this, we'll take a 1-minute break, a 1-minute break. Back with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Back to John Roderick Field here at Cardinal Stadium as the seniors are being introduced here on senior night. It's time to catch up with Coach Ryan McFarland. Had a chance to visit with him earlier, and we'll go now to the Coaches Show with Ryan McFarland.
One of the most traumatic things you can experience is a broken relationship. It might be your marriage, or between you and a child, or between an old friend. There's one broken relationship, though, we've all suffered. Our relationship with God. The reason, says Billy Graham, is sin.
Individual man is born in sin and alienated from God. He needs to be converted. He needs to be forgiven of his sins. He needs to be reconciled to God.
But God won't force this reconciliation on you.
However, the Bible does teach that individuals can repent of their sins and receive Jesus Christ as Savior. They can be born again. God's purposes are in the person of Jesus Christ. His purposes are to reconcile men to himself.
Discover how you can be reconciled, reconnected to God through a relationship with his Son, Jesus Christ. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. Findpeacewithgod.net. From the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
It's time for the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Arvest Wealth Management, Madison Pet Clinic, and Papa John's Pizza in Webb City. Now, here's Scott Boudreau with head coach Ryan McFarland.
Good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show. Scott Boudreau, along with Coach Ryan McFarland, as the Cardinals set to host the Joplin Eagles, the final regular season game. Seems like these 9 weeks have gone really fast, Coach, in some ways. But on the other hand, it's still that one more week for you guys to come out and kind of get better and see what you can do to get ready for next week when we might say the tournament starts.
Yeah, number one, senior night tonight, so excited to go celebrate our seniors. You know, we had our first football contact day this summer on June 3rd. I remember looking at our group and telling our seniors, like, hey, it's going to be senior night before you know it, because it happens like this every year. And they kind of look at you and laugh, and then you come in this morning for our team meeting and talk to them and remind them about that, and then they finally agree with you. But yeah, it's been a great season. I'm excited to celebrate our seniors. Feel like as a program we're getting better and better each week. Thought last week offensively we played really, really well up front, and maybe our best game up front, and excited to play a good Joplin team tonight to see where we're at. And our kids are really, really excited about districts next week and to get that season going.
There might be folks that might think because of the way things have gone that you're going to all of a sudden come up with a bunch of trick plays or come up with some other defense that you haven't thought about. But really, it is the consistency, and you talk about the process a lot, but that's because that's what's always worked here, even though you're doing it with different kids and different coaches.
Yeah, I think the process is really important, and that's something playing for Coach Roderick and coaching with him for so many years, regardless of what the situation was, whether we're 3-0 3-5 or we're 8-0. We never focus on what you've achieved or what's gone on to that point. It's just about getting better each week. And I know it sounds kind of cliche, and I know a lot of coaches that, they put so much on wins and losses and what their record is and how well they've played or who they've beat. But for us, it's just, can we watch film on the weekends and Monday mornings with our players, and can we see improvement in what we're doing? And there's no doubt we're a much better football team now than we were a few weeks ago, and our kids are trusting the process. And fortunately, if you look at results and stuff, it's probably not where we wanted to be right now, but if you look at the process, I think we're on track and we're in a great spot.
We'll take a brief timeout. Back with more Coaches Show after this.
A backer of Cardinal Athletics is Arvest Wealth Management, offering services in financial and retirement planning, as well as managing stocks and bonds, plus estate planning. For more information, the phone number for Arvest Wealth Management advisors Adrian Jackson, Scott Boudreau, Garrett Taylor, Ashley Durbin, and Christy Gullett is 417-627-8166 or online at arvest.com. Member FINRA SIPC, proud to support local high school athletics.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
KNEO would like to thank Papa John's Pizza in Webb City for sponsoring this portion of the game. They are proud supporters of the Webb City Cardinals and offer delivery and carry-out services on a variety of pizzas, as well as breadsticks and wings. Located in the City Point Shopping Center in Webb City and open 7 days a week. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or for a complete menu or online ordering, their website is papajohns.com.
You come into the year obviously wanting to highlight certain aspects of your offense and defense, but after last week, it looks like you're at a point where you have more of the ability to throw it when you want to throw it, run it when you want to run it. Is that true?
Yeah, about mid-season, we our offensive staff, we had, on our Sunday meeting, just kind of sat there and talked about what do we want our offense to look like, come district time. And we're not a team this year that's going to get the ball pitched and have 60, 70, 80-yard runs. And so we've had to change our mindset a little bit. And I think Jackson Lucas has played really, really well the last couple of weeks, both running and throwing the football. And we've gotten both our tight ends involved in the passing game, which maybe we weren't using them as much earlier in the season. And we still have Joseph DeGraff Reed and Andrew Young and some pieces at receiver we can use. And then I thought Slade Hurd probably played his best game at running back last week as far as being a physical blocker, physical runner. Mason Williams, we're still using him on both sides of the ball. I mean, he doesn't get a lot of breaks. When he does get a break, Isaiah Tella's coming in, and he's really grown throughout the season as a running back. And then Andrew Elwell has a chance to get back in the mix tonight, and we're going to, hopefully, if pregame goes well, give him a chance to get out there and play a little bit tonight and give him the ball a few times and kind of see where he's at with his knee injury going into district. So I think there's a lot of positives offensively, and I really like where we're at, and we've got some stuff maybe we haven't shown so far this year. We've kind of been holding off for the end of the year that we'll use tonight if we need to use it to win this game for our seniors and get going for districts next week.
The same thing could be said for the defense. You come into a year, you think you may have a highlight player or two in a position or two, but really the team that learns how to play that team defense, 11 guys rallying to the ball, is a team that's going to be successful.
Yeah, you go back to last year, I don't know, in 22 years of coaching high school football, I've seen a defense play as hard as our guys did last year and just get to the ball. And, we came in this year and our effort was good, but maybe our effort wasn't great earlier in the year. And our defensive staff with Coach David and Coach Derryberry, but also Coach Decker, Coach Hells, Coach Wilson, Coach Wall, Coach Spear, they have done such a good job of figuring out what the strengths of our players are and setting our defense up to those strengths. And probably we came into the year and defensive line was a big question mark for us. And Cooper Nielsen was a senior this year that hadn't played a whole lot. Brady Belcher moved from offensive line to defensive line, and we had Noah Dooley. And then Noah gets hurt against Nixa with an ACL injury, and he's done for the year. So they've had to work really, really hard to find kids that come in that can play on the defensive line and play at a high level. And there's probably some weeks there in the middle of the season we weren't very very good up front on defense. And if you're not very good up front on offense or defense, you're not going to be very good. But now it's become a strength. And you look at, since we've gotten to our conference schedule, the COC West schedule, the way we've played defense against Republic and the way we've played against Neosho and Willard and Carthage, I mean, our defense is peaking at the right time, and I'm really excited to see how they match up against Joplin tonight.
Finally, Coach, break down tonight's game for me. What are a couple of keys for you against this Joplin Eagles team?
If you look at them offensively, they're playing well. They like to big play you. Okay, and when they're on offense, they're always looking to try to get a big play. They're able to put drives together, but you can tell they don't really want to put 10, 11, 12 play drives together. So we got to make sure we eliminate big plays. And with that, we got to get some turnovers. And that's probably been, if there's one thing you can say defensively we haven't done this year as well as we have in the past, is creating turnovers. So trying to get turnovers there. And then offensively, man, we're playing better. We've got to score more points. And you scored 2 touchdowns against Carthage and 2 against Republic, and really to get in big games as we go through the district stretch and hopefully into the playoffs, we've got to score 4 touchdowns a game, and that's got to be a goal of our offense, and we got to figure out a way to do it. And the problem is everybody wants to run the ball now, so games are going so fast. And I remember last week we're walking up the hill at halftime, and it's one of the coaches makes a comment about how it's like 7:40 or something, and normally you don't get to halftime until 8 o'clock or after, and the games are just going fast. Possessions are really important. There's not a lot of plays in the game, but we've got to finish drives, we've got to score more points. And then we always talk about special teams. I think our special teams group's done really well this year, but I think we've got to be more consistent on our PAT field goal team, and we just have to have the confidence that we can go in and kick field goals when needed, or when we do score that we're going to make the PAT. And it's, I think, more of a confidence issue right now with our PAT group than it is anything else. But if we can take care of that stuff, then we've got a great chance tonight, and I'm excited to end on a good note and get ready for districts.
Coach, good luck in tonight's ball game. We'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
You've been listening to the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Arvest Wealth Management, Madison Pet Clinic, and Papa John's Pizza in Webb City.
Dr. Haley Burpo of Burpo Family Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals and wants to wish them much success throughout the season. Located at 26 South Main in Webb City, she offers chiropractic treatment services for the entire family. For appointment information, 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Making a difference in the lives of Webb City student athletes is the Webb City Booster Club. The Webb City Booster Club is always looking for new members to come along and help support the students and staff at Webb City High School. Whether you're a business, family, or individual member, you'll be making an impact in the future success of Webb City athletic programs. Check out the Booster Club's Facebook page to find out the latest news and events for Cardinal Nation. The Webb City Booster Club, proudly supporting the Cardinals.
And welcome back to John Roderick Field here at Cardinal Stadium as the Cardinals and the Joplin Eagles set to do battle here tonight in the last regular season game on senior night. But some exciting week all the way around for Cardinal sports, and just giving you an update from Springfield, Missouri. The Webb City girls volleyball team wins in the 5th set over the Springfield Catholic 15-10. So they advance to the championship game of that district tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Is that correct, Justin?
Yep, that's right. Tomorrow at 1, campus Springfield Catholic. A couple of other dominant performances by the Webb City Cardinals this week. Cross country, both JV boys, varsity girls, and varsity boys all won their conference meets last weekend, off tomorrow, and then they'll go to districts in Bolivar next week where they're looking to win a crown as well. Scott mentioned the volleyball girls going to the district championship tomorrow. Soccer boys also with an opportunity to clinch the conference, at least a share of it, if they can win against Joplin on Tuesday. They were able to beat Parkview 8-0 on Tuesday, and then a thriller against Neosho 3-2 scored with 2 minutes to go in the ball game, able to get a big win over Neosho and put themselves in a position where they're 4-1 in the in the Western Division of the COC, and can claim a share of at least a share of the conference if they can win against Joplin on Tuesday. So a good week for Webb City Athletics. Obviously, Webb City Cardinal football team looking to take care of business against Joplin and put themselves in a position heading into districts next week that's favorable. But a good week all around. If you can get up to Springfield tomorrow to support the Lady Cardinals in volleyball, do so. And then if you want to make the trip to Bolivar next weekend and watch some cross country, do that as well. But come out Tuesday as well to support the Webb City boys soccer team. Like I said, playing Joplin for maybe an outright, but at least a share of the conference title. So a big successful week for Webb City athletics. Excited to see where the rest of those programs continue to go as they hit the postseason as well.
Well, our contest here tonight is on the gridiron, and it's a beautiful night for football. It'll be about 68 degrees, wind out of the north about 13 miles an hour when we get to kickoff here in about 14 minutes. But, Justin, let's break down a couple more things. We heard in Coach McFarland's coaches show talking about how they need to finish drives, but also special teams. One more area that they're seeking improvement in and trusting the process. I feel like this was probably a week where they just spent a lot of time trying to give confidence to that group, in particular the specialists, but also the return team and the coverage team both.
Yeah, a week where as you reach the playoffs, that's the team I think that can make or break a ball game for you, whether it's a mistake that they make or a big play that they make. You want that team, obviously, to be playing at their peak as you hit the district level and you hit the playoffs. And tonight, obviously, going to be important, a little bit of wind, as Scott mentioned. So you're going to have to be able to adjust and make plays and do things the right way. And we will go ahead and take a break here as we pause for the national anthem. Back here in 2 minutes, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
We live in a world where change is inevitable. Or is it? Billy Graham.
We're living in a changing world, but some things never change. The laws of nature don't change. There are certain truths that never change. God hasn't changed. The Bible says, I am the Lord, I change not. The Bible says God is not a man that he should lie, nor the Son of Man that he should change. God hasn't changed in all of these centuries. He's the same in every generation. God is unchanging in judgment, but God is also unchanging in his love.
Learn more about the loving God who is the same today, tomorrow, and forever at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field, as an honor guard here marches back down the track, and we're just about 11 minutes away from kickoff here. But Justin, we were breaking down the special teams, and for the Cardinals, that really needs to become an advantage. And certainly on the coverage side, you've got to be concerned about the speed of the Eagles in their return game. So it'll be important to pin them when you can and make sure that it becomes a field position advantage for you if you're the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's a team that we talk about all three facets of the game, wanting to be disciplined and wanting to know your assignment, but none more evident when that's blown than on special teams. When you see a guy miss a block or you see a guy not in the lane that he's supposed to be on kickoff or punt return. So no doubt would have been the message this week. Be disciplined, do your job, and do it well this week. And no doubt Cardinals are going to come out and give the Joplin Eagles the fight. A good crowd settling in here tonight at Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field. Senior night as well, so recognized all the senior football players, the senior cheerleaders, senior Redettes, cross country, always also getting in the mix. So a good crowd settling in as this rivalry game set to cap the 2024 regular season between your Webb City Cardinals and Joplin Eagles.
And Justin, we're going to go ahead and take another 2-minute break and come back with the keys to winning. Back with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
You know what fear feels like. Maybe waiting on a medical test, wondering how you're going to make ends meet, or worrying about someone you love. What if those fears could be silenced by 2 little words? Fear not. When you trust your life and everything in it to Jesus Christ, those 2 words, fear not, can give you peace over anxiety.
In the midst of our world filled with its dangers, hate, and war, the words of our Lord Jesus Christ are more relevant today than they were then. Once more he comes to those who loved him and says, fear not.
Billy Graham.
He comes to you in the hospital room. He comes to you in the midst of a family tragedy. He comes to you in the midst of a business or physical tragedy. And he says, fear not, I'm with you. I'm there to help you.
You can turn your fears over to God when you start a personal relationship with his son, Jesus Christ. Find out more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
To John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium. Our keys to winning tonight brought to you, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. First time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/Moso-Merit and apply today. And here's Justin Boudreau with those keys to winning.
Well, key number 1 tonight is poise. Can you come into this ball game and play with some poise? You know there's a lot of energy. You know there's a lot of emotion coming into the last week of the season. Playing your crosstown rival, there's a lot on the table in terms of what can be established in terms of your move up the district ladder. Can you play with poise and play with some discipline tonight to get your team across the finish line? We talk about it all the time. The second key now, big play. You've got to have somebody make a big play, whether that's special teams, whether that's a defensive pick six or a scoop and score or a big run or some kind of play action that gets somebody open over the top. Can you bring some big energy to this ball game tonight that's already been brought by the crowd and brought on by senior night? And then the last thing, execution. We talked about it a little bit in terms of playing with poise, but can you execute tonight? Can your offense get rolling and dictate the play, dictate the pace of play tonight, put Joplin on their heels a little bit, and come away with the last victory of the 2024 regular season, put yourself in a great position heading into districts to move up the ladder a little bit and host at least one home game if you take care of business here tonight. I think the Cardinals do those things tonight. You're going to walk away with a happy Coach McFarland and a happy ball club and a confident ball club heading into the postseason.
And we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our coin toss. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Considering a metal roof? Call the area experts, 4W Metal Building Supply. Metal roofs have long life and very low maintenance. At 4W Metal, you'll find help from the planning through completion. Call or come by today.
At 4W Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized Arvest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
Helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. Arvest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
And welcome back to John Roderick Field here at Cardinal Stadium as we await the coin toss here. As our referee for tonight, Josh Farley, will lead out the Cardinal captains, and Coach Ryan McFarland, Coach Curtis Jasper, and the Joplin Eagle captains making their way to midfield as well, as we're just a few minutes away now from starting this contest between the Eagles and the Cardinals here on senior night. And captains shake hands, and Josh Farley, our referee, will begin to give some final sportsmanship instructions to both ball clubs and the coaches alike as they prepare to do battle here, and should be a well-played ball game. A lot of respect between these two. A final shake of the hands between Curtis Jasper and Ryan McFarland. Now Josh Farley ready with the coin toss, and the Eagles make the call as a visiting team. And the Eagles have won the toss and has deferred to the second half. Eagles want to kick off to the Cardinals from the north end zone to the south end zone. And we want to welcome our audience on Channel 16. Welcome to Cardinal Stadium as the Cardinals and Eagles set to do battle here tonight in the final regular season game of the season for both ball clubs. Eagles come in 5-3. The Cardinals come in 3-5. And should be a great night of football here for both ball clubs. Both have something to play for as they'll both start district play next week. Joplin in the second seed in Class 6 District 5. Cardinals currently seeded 4th in Class 5 District 7. So we'll see what the Cardinals and Eagles can do here. Eagles locked into that relationship, but no doubt want to turn the tide on the Cardinals, who won last year's ball game 38-21. And Cardinal fans looking to see if their team can go from 3-5 to 4-5 and begin to carry some momentum into the district play next week. Cardinals set to receive the kickoff. Andrew Young deep, DeGraffin Reed back there as well. It's time to play some football.
Toby Ipspin for the Eagles kicks it off. It's a deep kick right at the goal line. Young will catch it, and his foot was in the end zone, so they'll call it a touchback. Cardinals will bring it out.
Cardinals will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line on this first possession. And maybe a good way to start things if you're the Cardinals and try to get something going early.
And Cardinals looking to set the tone. We talked about the importance of execution early on here. Going to try to get it going in their first offensive series. Jackson Lucas at the quarterback position. Cardinals in the gray uniforms with the red numbers, so we'll try to get you names as we can see them.
Lucas gives on the dive this time and gaining a few yards. Looked like maybe Garrett Powell on the carry there. Cardinals in the gray uniforms with the red numbers. Eagles in the white uniforms with the maroon numbers. Lucas with split backs in the backfield. Keeps it on this one. Gets to the 30, the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, and finally run out of bounds near the 14-yard line.
And Scott, one thing you see after that play, the entire offensive line coming together, high-fiving, chest bumping, button helmets. They're excited to be able to get a push like that up front early in this ball game and set the tone and say, hey, this is our house. We're going to set the tone early. Offensive line does a great job. Jackson Lucas a great job of keeping the ball that time. Kept it to the outside, broke a tackle, and then got the Cardinals inside the 15, ball on the 12-yard line here, not 45 seconds into this ball game.
Yeah, good job setting the edge, and Lucas doing the rest with his legs. He's under center again with split backs. Single receiver left. He'll give it on the dive. And picking up a couple yards. I believe that's Andrew Young on the carry. Mason Williams, rather. So Mason Williams on the carry that time. Picks up about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Cardinals can pick up a first down without scoring as they ran Lucas out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So they can get a first down at just inside the 2. 2nd and 7 here from the 9. In motion was Hurd. Lucas again on the keeper. This time they corral him near the edge. He's lucky if he got a yard that time. And Eagles do a nice job of swarming to the football there. They were kind of ready for that same play that he had the big gainer on, Justin.
Yeah, got to draw something up here that gets you close to that first down marker, still at 3rd and 6. You can get a first down at the 2, but you've got to pick up something here that puts you in a position to get it on 4th down.
Young lined up on the right side as a receiver. 2 tight ends, 2 in the backfield. And they'll give a reverse. Young coming right to left, trying to turn the corner. He's to the 5 and in for the touchdown. And beautiful misdirection that time by the Cardinals. He had one man to beat, Justin, after he got the ball in the backfield. He had to get to that left edge, and he turned the speed up. And what he did right was really just get vertical.
Yeah, did a nice job there. And we talked about previously what the offensive line did do. That time it's what they didn't do. There's a chance there for a crack block, and the offensive lineman held up and just let Young use his speed. Castro on for the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Missed it to the left.
And the Cardinals get on the board first. They lead it 6-0. At the 9:48 mark of the first quarter, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And a short kick by the Cardinals as we come back. It goes out of bounds. The Eagles will take over near their own 40-yard line. We'll see where the sideline official marks this one. Eagles would have the opportunity for a re-kick. You wouldn't do it with this good a field position. Actually, they'll start at their own 45-yard line. So Cardinals score on their first drive, exactly what they were looking for. Now the Eagles will come out with their offensive unit, and Rose will bring his troops out there for the Eagles for this first series. 2-by-1 set. The keeper by Rose gets around the left side, picks up a couple yards before he's tackled on the edge that time. Myers with the tackle for the Cardinals.
A couple of our sponsors, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvis Wealth Management, 4W Building Supply, Dairy Queen of Webb City, and Crowder College.
2nd and 8 from the 47 for the Eagles. They give this time to Jones around the left side, trying to go wide. And Cardinals there don't allow Jones to outflank him. That's that outside zone play that the Eagles love to run to try to create that space. And the danger off of that is you get to flowing too much outside. They're going to come back and bite you on a handoff up the middle or a play action pass to the post. 2-by-1 set for the Eagles. Rose on 3rd and 7. In motion, Thomas. And the throw inside, and was it caught? That was Royal, the receiver, picks up the first down for the Eagles. Nice little slant route that time by Royal and good delivery by Rose.
Yeah, and you saw the cannon that Rose has. Great delivery there by him. Put it where only his guy could get it on that slant route. Got just enough for the first down. Dip into Cardinal territory here at ball at the Cardinal 44.
Royal and Thomas on the right side. 2 in the backfield with Rose. And to give this time a new back for the Eagles. That's Jamon Burrell, Justin, the 6'1", 182-pound senior. Talked about him a bit in the pregame. Eagles have a couple of good backs, and they'll utilize them effectively. 2nd and 8 from the 42 for the Eagles on their first drive of this first quarter. Royal comes back now, 3 in the backfield. We'll see what they want to do here. They'll give to Royal on the sweep to the right. He cuts it back up the middle. Cardinals were there. And the Cardinals limit the gain that time. You can tell why they wanted in Thomas's hands. Oh, I said Royal. That was Thomas on the carry. You can tell why they want it in his hands. He's got great speed. Rose ready to go with 3rd and 3. The give this time is to Jones. He goes up the middle, the offensive line of the Eagles pushing their way forward and may have helped him get that first down. And indeed, they will move the chains. First down for Joplin at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 6:56 left here in the first quarter. Cardinals lead at 6-0. Snap and to give here to Jones over the right side. He goes through one tackler, and then the rest of the Cardinals just lifted him before they tackled him. Brody Eggleston, Andrew Young in on the tackle. Mason Williams, in on the tackle along with Eggleston.
Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza, Webb City, Bill's Electric Incorporated, Cool School Shop, Hedge Lewis, Goodwin Funeral Home, Nick Myers CPA, all sponsors of tonight's ball game.
2nd and 7 from the 29-yard line for the Eagles. Rose in the backfield. Now Jones goes in motion to his left. They throw it on a slant. And it's exactly what they wanted to do on that play. A nice completion that time, once again, to Thomas.
Well, and you're trying to get the corner to bite and go with Thomas a little bit, left just enough of an angle to slide it into Thomas on the slant.
3rd and 1 here for the Eagles. Rose marching his unit down the field. And the give to Burrell this time. He's got room. He breaks a tackle. Gets all the way down near the 5-yard line on a great burst that time. Good blocking up front by the Eagles offensive line. And Eagles now set up to answer that score. They mark him down at the 6. So 1st and goal from the 6 for the Joplin Eagles. Snap to Rose. And now the give to Jones. Tries to make his way inside. Fought his way to about the 3-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal. They'll mark him at the 4, so picked up a couple there. 2nd and goal for the Eagles. We're under 5 minutes already in the first quarter. The give to Burrell. Up the middle he goes and in for the touchdown. Just power football right there by the Eagles. And they quickly answer the first drive score by the Cardinals with their own successful first drive of the evening. Now on for the extra point. See if they can take the lead. Toby Ibsen, left-footed kicker, puts it through the uprights, and the Eagles take a 7-6 lead with 4:48 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Back with more Cardinal football. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KDO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Are you confident you won't outlive your savings during retirement? Numerous studies have shown that outliving their money in retirement is the #1 concern of most retirees, and rightfully so. Many retirees have no idea if their money will last through retirement and don't know where to find the answers to their questions. Price Family Insurance and Financial Services can help. They offer a 12-page retirement income analysis that will answer your questions about retirement, including, will I have enough money to last? Will my spouse have enough money if I pass away? What rate of return will I need to average to avoid running low on money? And how will the coming tax changes affect my retirement? And what can I do to better my circumstances? If you're concerned about having enough money in retirement, call Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 to receive your complimentary retirement income analysis report. Call them today at 417-673-8338, and you'll finally have the answer to the important question, will I have enough savings during retirement?
Cardinal Stadium as the Joplin Eagles take a 7-6 lead on that drive, and proud to be joined tonight by our viewers on KSN Channel 16, and I'm proud that they're also helping sponsor the game as Windows and More. Cardinals with their second possession in this first quarter, trailing by 1. Jackson Lucas under center for the Cardinals. Split backs in the backfield, a wing back at the tight end on one side. Single receiver right. And the give over that right side. And a short gain there. Picks up about 4.
Andrew Elwell, good to hear his name back in the Cardinal fold. He'll come off of this play for Slade Hurd, but been fighting an injury the last few weeks. Now they want to ease him kind of back into action. You saw him in action that time.
Split backs behind Jackson Lucas. DeGraff and Reed single receiver left. Hurd goes in motion to the right. And a give up the middle. And fighting off a blocker and a would-be tackler. That's Isaiah Tella, the sophomore. And trying to get his big body going forward. The Cardinals pick up a couple more yards there. And this will bring up a 3rd and short. A long one here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. That extra effort really helping Tella that time.
Yeah, a ton of strength does Tella have there, and you saw it there. Puts him in a 3rd and 1 situation. Great chance to pick up the first down here.
Cardinals with a tight end left and a wing back as well. 2 split backs in the backfield. There goes ball carrier around the right side. Going to be close. That was Hurd on the carry that time. He says he got the first. And indeed, they'll move the chains. He got to about the 31-yard line. Cardinals continue to march here in their second drive of the evening. Cohen Epler brings a play in. He'll line up on that right side at a receiver. Lucas under center. Wants to pitch it, does pitch it late to Hurd. Going around the right side. Gets just beyond the 35 to the 37. Knocked out of bounds there by the Eagles.
Well, you talk about waiting until the last possible second to pitch that. Jackson Lucas held on as long as he could, then got it out to his back. Hurd, a great job by Jackson to stand in there and take a hit. Cardinals put themselves in a 2nd and 4 situation, I believe. Epler back in the game. Joe DeGraff and Reed will be here on the near side with Wagner.
2 backs in the backfield. Lucas with a long count. Now gives it to Hurd to get to about the 40. Be close to the first down. Need to get across the 40. Needed the 30 or the 41. It'll bring up 3rd and short here once again. As Young returns, Gus Carnes returns at a tight end. See if the Cardinals want to play some power football here or try to take it off the edge. Wing back in motion. Lucas gives it and pounding his way forward, and I think he's going to have the first down. That was Slade Hurd once again on the carry, and we heard it in the coaches show, Justin. Ryan McFarland talking about Hurd probably had some of his best games blocking and running last week because of the confidence he's beginning to feel. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 41. 2:06 left here in the first quarter. The Eagles lead the Cardinals 7-6. Lucas looks across the line at the Eagles defense. And now he'll keep it. Had the option to get wide that time and pitch it. Decided to try to go inside, but the Eagles were ready for it. They weren't fooled on that play. And now Hurd discards a piece of extra equipment to the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 42 for the Cardinals. DeGraff and Reed will line up on this far left side. Gus Carnes and Fisher Derrick, the tight ends, will adjust. Now a little counter play by the Cardinals. Good blocking up front. Hurd picked up about 4 more yards, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 here for the Cardinals from their own 45-yard line.
Big Nickel, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, Roderick Insurance Agency, Simpson Lawn Care, Pro Lube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, and Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, all proud sponsors of your Webb City Cardinals tonight.
Cardinals have not put it in the air yet tonight. The running game's been good to them. Young in the ball game. He'll line up as a receiver on the far right side. In the shotgun is Lucas. Takes a snap and dropped. He's trying to throw a little screen pass to Young, I believe. He tried to run before he caught it. Let's see if the Cardinals want to go for it on 4th down. from their own 45-yard line.
There's a flag on the far side over there. Officials discussing the extracurricular activities against the Cardinals is what they'll say. So they'll back him up now.
Well, let's see if they give him the down back here. It'll be a 3rd and long, but the Eagles are going to decline it and take it to 4th down. And the Cardinals will send Reed on to punt. Ryan Reed, the senior. A booming kick. And picking it up was Jones, knocked out of bounds near the 25-yard line. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter, and the Eagles set to take over on offense.
Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools, located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, specializing in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. 781-7774, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game.
Rose in the shotgun for the Eagles. And he'll give it to Jones. Wants to come to the right side. Up the alley, a flag on the play. They're still chasing Jones past the 50, but this one's coming back. It's a holding call against the Eagles. Josh Farley, our referee, making the call from behind the action over that right side. He's got a good view of it.
Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, 417-673-1242 or online at roderickinsuranceagency.com.
That'll back the Eagles up to the 15-yard line. And 1st and 21, they give it to Jones. He's over the left side. He'll get to the 30. And a nice pickup there of 15 of the 21 yards they needed after the penalty. They'll mark him down right at the 30. It'll bring up 2nd and about 6 for the Eagles, but that's the end of the first quarter. The Eagles lead the Webb City Cardinals 7-6. You're listening and watching Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Back to Cardinals Stadium on John Roderick Field. Rose on the handoff as we start the second quarter. Corin Jones on the carry that time as we start the second quarter. Gains a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Eagles from their own 34. Cardinals trying to get a stop here. Cardinals show pressure. Now Rose looks to the sideline. And gets a snap, gives it to Jones over the left side, across the 37-yard line, and still on his feet. They're finding out how tough he is to bring down, Justin. Low center of gravity, but powerful legs. He'll pick up the first down there. near the 39-yard line for the Eagles.
Yeah, just 5'7", 160, but as you mentioned, that low center of gravity gives him the ability to slip through holes and find his way to some open space. Cardinals having trouble tracking him down at this point. 1st and 10, ball at their own 39 here as we hit the 11-minute mark here. 7-6, Joplin leads it.
Rose claps his hand, now looks to the sideline and takes a snap, gives it to Jones over the left side, now cutting back to the middle and stopped near the 45-yard line. And Cardinals looking to somehow slow down this running game. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Eagles.
2nd down and 3 for the Eagles from the 46.
Overpowering that front line of the Cardinals defensive group right now. Jones on the carry, this time over the right side. Picks up a couple more. He's across the 50 for a 1st down. Not real complicated, Justin, just simple blocking up front by the solid offensive line of the Eagles, and Jones doing the rest of the work with the carry.
Yeah, got to find a way to start filling those holes, whether that's from your defensive line or your linebackers coming downhill. Jones having his way early in the running game.
2 receivers right. They give to Jones once again. Dances in the backfield this time, and he'll have no gain. Maybe a little indecisive that time. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 50 for the Eagles.
5-Star Food Equipment would like to let the Cardinals know they are proud of them, offering over 300 brands of food equipment, supplies, parts, and services to Joplin and the surrounding area. 5-Star Food Equipment, 417-624-1100. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals on KNEO.
Cardinals creep up close to the line of scrimmage with their backers and corners. And play action this time. Rose wants to go deep on the post pattern. It's caught down at the 10-yard line. That's what they love to do. And that time, Davin Thomas on the post after the play action. You just knew it was a matter of time that was coming with all the success they had running the ball with Jones.
Yeah, and that time we mentioned Cardinals can't get caught looking in the backfield. That time they do. Little play action over the top and unable to react quick enough.
Jones up the middle, now breaks out to the left side. Cardinals finally stack him up there. And it'll be 2nd down at the 8-yard line.
Missouri Southern State University, Snodgrass Collision Center, Hoo-Hop Mongolian Grill, Webb City Florist and Greenhouse, Body and Soul Transformation, Simpson Funeral Home, Express RX in Webb City.
Showing blitz are the Cardinals. Now Rose takes a snap. Wants an out route to Thomas. Broken up in the end zone this time. And
Rose took a shot that time. I believe it was
Cardinals blitzed that time. I think that was
Myers, I believe.
Carson Myers blitzing that time for the Cardinals. I think that was Andrew Young on the coverage of Davin Thomas on the low corner route that time.
Credit to Rose for getting that ball out quick and taking the shot, but Cameron Myers reminding him that we're still here, and came and delivered a shot, puts him in 3rd and 7, ball at the 8.
2 receivers right, that's Thomas and Royal. Jasper goes to his right, now the give is to Jones. Wants to get around the right side and tackled at the 10-yard line by, was that Mason Williams?
It was Mason
on the
Williams
tackle.
Or
Nice.
Andrew Young on the edge there. Hard to see again with the numbers on the far side, but nonetheless a great play by this Cardinal defense. Puts them in a 4th and long, a 4th and 7, ball at the 8.
They'll likely bring on Ipson. He's an outstanding kicker, left-footed kicker. The holder is Jordan Bozarth, the junior. And the 26-yard hit blocked. And the Cardinals pick it up. They're running down the left side with it.
Go.
That's Young. He's to the 40.
He's gone.
The 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Andrew Young picks up the block, field goal attempt, takes it all the way to the house.
I'll tell you, nobody more excited than the special teams coaches, Mr. Decker and Trey Derryberry. Those guys work hard in getting these guys to make plays like that. And Scott, we talked about in the pregame, it might take a special teams moment to flip some momentum in this game. You got it there, as I believe it was Eggleston on the block. Andrew Young scoop and score.
Yeah, I think Williams in there as well. But everybody a little happier. Now Castro on for the extra kick. Actually, we got a new kicker in there, and it's no good. And the second miss of the night on the extra point by the Cardinals, but they lead it 12-7. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinal Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And welcome back to John Roderick Field at Cardinals Stadium. Webb City Cardinals lead the Joplin Eagles 12-7 on a return blocked field goal by Andrew Young for a touchdown. Eagles take the kick at the 15 and knock down near the 27-yard line.
I believe it was the wide receiver Wagner there coming in on the backside and making a good tackle there. Eagles will start this drive.
Was Trenton McCadney on the return that time. And the Eagles will start this series at their own 27. They had a very successful drive and got within scoring range on the deep post. And then Cardinals made a big play on third down to thwart that scoring drive and then force the field goal attempt, got the block, and scored with the pickup by Andrew Young. Jones, toss play this time to Burrell over the right side, led by Jones, and he'll pick up a couple of yards there. 2nd and 8 from the near the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 29 and a half. 12-7, the Cardinals lead it. 6:57 left here in the second quarter. Rose in the backfield, 2 backs next to him. And a quick toss over the middle, this time on a quick slant. That time completes it to Collis Jones, 6'3" senior. They're trying to get into their playbook a little bit deeper, Justin. Try to continue to keep the Cardinal defense on its heels. 1st and 10 now from the 37 for the Eagles. Rose, play action, down the sideline they go, and there goes Collins Jones to the 10, brought down near the 8-yard line on a fantastic throw that time by Rose. But Collis Jones on the go route that time, Justin, just beat the corner, and then a good delivery by the quarterback Rose to find him in the open space.
Yeah, we talked about they want to throw the ball deep and get you in those one-on-one situations. That time, I believe it was Andrew Young in the coverage that they got him over the top.
Snap and the give to Burrell this time. He'll be stopped near the 5-yard line. It is 1st and goal for the Eagles here as they threaten to score once again, and they've done it in quick fashion, which is their style.
Cardinals looking to make another stand inside their own 10. Ball at the 5, a 2nd and goal here for the Eagles.
2-by-1 look for the Eagles, 2 in the backfield. The give this time is to Jones. He's into the end zone, and a flag on the play. We'll see if they caught somebody holding on that outside zone run. Josh Farley talking to his umpire about the call. And it's a face mask against the Cardinals. And the touchdown will count. The Eagles get on the board quickly after the Cardinals return a blocked field goal for a touchdown. They come right back and put up a touchdown of their own. A couple of big plays there, but the biggest, or the 2 big pass plays. Now Ibsen on for the extra point. The snap and the hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. With 5:36 left in the second quarter, it's the Eagles 14, the Webb City Cardinals 12. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the K&E and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Dougherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Kick deep by Ibsen, fielded near the 5, fumbled for a moment, and then the ball's loose. And the Eagles say they have it. It was a fumble on the initial pickup, and then gathered it one more time and tried to start running. The Eagles knocked it out of there a second time like he never got it secured. The Eagles will take over on their own 14-yard line, having just scored. And not what the Cardinals were looking for on their 3rd possession. Now you put your defense in all kinds of trouble here. 5:31 left here in the first half. The Eagles leading 14-12, and offense clicking for them right now. Rose, they give it on the end around this time. There goes Davin Thomas. That's a little nice misdirection that time, getting it to Thomas in space. They put Jones in motion left to right and then come back. Davin Thomas taking it right to left on the end around. They're down to about the 3-yard line now. The give to Jones, and he stopped at the 4-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. 2nd and goal from there. The Eagles line up quickly. 2-by-1 set with a single back, Jones. And the pull this time, Rose keeps it. He gets near the end zone, stopped inside the 1-yard line. And let's see what the Eagles want to do here. Cardinals will bring in a extra lineman and backer here. See if third down and 1 for the Eagles. Rose will line up under center here. He may just go across himself. Nope, the give to Jones over the left side and into the end zone for a touchdown. And once again, Eagles make quick work, but it was the turnover on the kickoff that really cost the Cardinals there as they started that drive from the 14-yard line and put it in after just a few plays there. And here comes Ibsen for the extra point. The hold and the kick. And the kick is good. With 4:03 left here in the first half, it's the Eagles 21, the Cardinals 12. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the four-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the four-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
For a long time in my life, I thought the Bible was for someone else and it didn't really apply to me. Boy, was I ever wrong. Everything in my life that had been difficult or defective had been because of me. And when I finally turned my life over to Jesus Christ and accepted Him as my Savior, that's when I began to experience a new life. If you want to speak to someone about beginning a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, call 888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
Takes the kickoff out to about the 32-yard line as we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here at John Roderick Field. Eagles score on a short drive from the 14, lead at 21-12 here. Cardinals get the football back. They'll start this drive at the 31-yard line with 3:57 left here in the second quarter, and you know they want to punch one in here and close this gap right now. Lucas under center. Two backs behind him. The give is to Tella over the right side. He'll get to about the 34-yard line before being stopped.
When you talk about an important drive in the ball game, just the first half, but the Eagles get the ball coming out of the half, so you don't want to put yourself in a position where you potentially go down 2+ scores, down 9 right now, so already in that category, but try to score, keep this game close heading into halftime.
In motion, Gus Carnes. He'll line up at the left wing. Play action. Jackson Lucas wants to throw to DeGraffenried down the field, and DeGraffenried just ran out of room that time. If he throws that over his outside shoulder, Justin, he may have had him that time. Couldn't quite tell if Joseph DeGraffenried maybe thought it was going to hang up for a moment. It looked like he broke stride at about the 20. Lucas threw it all the way down to the 15, but you don't mind taking the shot there. 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals coming up. Right now it's about picking up that next first down. Plenty of time on the clock. See what the Cardinals want to do here. Out of the shotgun, Lucas. He wants to run, and he'll have the first down near the 44-yard line. Nice job blocking right up front that time, and he found the hole quickly and didn't hesitate.
Yeah, and that's what you love to see, a decisive run that time by Lucas. Cardinals get a first down. Still plenty of time, 3:08 left to go here in the ball game, in the first half rather, ball at their own 44.
Derek Wagner in a slot. DeGraffenried to his right. In motion is Hurd. Play action. Lucas throws to the outside on a little out route. Was Hurd that time. And over the outstretched arms of Slade Hurd and out of bounds. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the Cardinals' 44-yard line with 2:52 left. You're trying to manage the clock here, but really you got to think more about just keep getting first downs. There's plenty of time on the clock, 3 timeouts for both ball clubs. Just don't want to give it back to the Eagles. Lucas in the shotgun. Looks, now scrambles to his left, and he'll fall and be taken down for a 4-yard loss. Didn't have anybody open right away and tried to scramble, but he'll lose 3 yards on that play back inside the 41. Now 3rd and 14 for the Cardinals. We'll see if Coach McFarland wants to put it in the air here on 3rd down or use one of his timeouts and talk about it. And they will take a timeout. We'll keep it here and tell you about some of our sponsors as Justin.
Proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Missouri State Representative Bob Bromley. He's honored to serve the citizens of the 162nd District, including the towns of Carl Junction and Webb City. State Representative Bob Bromley would like to congratulate all the area teams on their hard work. And since 1985, Brock Sheet Metal has been serving Webb City and the surrounding area, offering repair and replacement on all types of heat and air systems, owned by Daryl and Karen Brock. Brock Sheet Metal, 417-673-2611, a backer of Webb City Cardinals and KNEO. And for over 15 years, Steve Johnson and his team at Johnson Real Estate and Consulting and Keller Williams Realty have been serving the real estate needs of the citizens of our local communities. For local listings or to learn more about Steve Johnson of Johnson Real Estate and Consulting and Keller Williams Realty, his website is stjohnson59.kw.com or by phone at 417-850-7391, a proud supporter of the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals take that time out to think about what they want to do on 3rd and 14. I think if you cross the 50 on this, even short of the first down, you'd probably go ahead and take a shot on 4th. Split backs in the backfield behind Lucas. Single receiver left. And a little end around. DeGraffenried wants to throw it, now in traffic as the Eagles come up on him. And the Cardinals try a little special play there. I think they wanted Fisher Derrick, the tight end, Justin, down the right seam that time, but Eagles did not fall for the play action and staying with him all the way. DeGraffenried had nowhere to throw it. Might have picked up a foot on the play. It's 4th and 14 with 2:03 left, and the Cardinals be forced to punt this one away. Reed on for the Cardinals. Low snap, but he has it. Left-footed kick down the right sideline, bouncing and out of bounds near the 15-yard line, where the Eagles will take over, where they'll mark it at the 16. And with 1:54 left in this first half, Eagles going to get one more chance to try to move the football on the offensive side, leading the Cardinals 21-12.
Glitz and Curves Boutique, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. You can learn more about them and their products offered on their Facebook page, Glitz and Curves Boutique, a backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 16-yard line. Rose, the quarterback, 3 in the backfield with him. And a little play action, little wheel route that time by Davin Thomas. We saw that on film this week. That's a play they love. Line him up in the backfield and you send him out on a little circle route, and after the play action, hard to find, and a completion and a quick pickup of the first down at the Eagles' 37-yard line. Cardinals trying to slow down this Eagles offense. Successful on their last drive. The give to Jones. He'll get to about the 39-yard line. And a stop there, minute 35 left. as they'll mark this one down. Eagles have their 3 timeouts, haven't called one yet. 2nd and 8. Rose claps his hand, gets the low snap, wants to throw it down the right side. Good coverage there and intercepted. I believe that's Eggleston. Or is that Reed? That's Ryan Reed with the interception. Rose kind of hung it that time, Justin, unlike the other sideline pass he made when he caught Collis Jones on the fly. That time he hung it. And the Cardinals will get the football back with 1:07 left and a chance to still do some damage with 2 timeouts in their pocket.
Well, and if you're going to float one, Ryan Reed's not the guy to float one by. The big kid at 6'3", 6'4", went and high pointed the ball out, jumped the receiver, and gave the Cardinals a chance here. 1:07 left to go here in the half.
Tella in the backfield with Lucas in the shotgun. 2-by-1 look for the Cardinals. They pitch it to Tella around the left side. He's at the 45 near the 50 before he's brought down at the 49, and it's a first down. They'll stop the clock for the moment with 1 minute left here in the first half. The first down markers will move ahead here. Cardinals want to get to the line quickly. Lucas calls out the play to his teammates. In the shotgun, low snap, play action. Lucas escapes the pocket, now looking down the right side, floats one to Slade Hurd, and a completion near the 38-yard line.
Well, how about that pass there? Great awareness to know there's pressure coming from his backside. He's got to keep coming to that near side, and then saw the opportunity to just float one over the top of the defender to Slade Hurd right to the sideline. Saves him a timeout by getting out of bounds. 43 seconds left here.
Lucas looks at his wrist after the signal from the sideline. Now takes a shotgun snap, give to Tella. Up the middle he goes, over the left side to the 20, 15, 10. Knocked down near the 7-yard line, and the Cardinals can call a timeout if they want it. 33 seconds left. The clock will stop as they reset the down marker. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals. And I think they've marked him near the 7-yard line. Cardinals run on a player late. That's to Graffenried. In the shotgun still Lucas. 2-by-2 look with Tella in the backfield. Lucas on the pitch to Tella. Up the middle he goes, down near the 2-yard line. He stopped there, and a timeout called by the Cardinals.
Well, and they saved the other one, so Cardinals still with one more timeout to go here, 12 seconds. So you've got the opportunity from the 2 if you want to try to get something up the middle quick, try to punch it in. Get stopped, you call that timeout, otherwise you're in the end zone.
Well, and you would say this is 2-down territory, but it's 2nd and goal from the 2. You're only going to have about 2 plays you can run here, so that timeout very beneficial right now to have in your pocket. But how about that run by the young sophomore Tella on what you assume is a passing situation, and big pickup there. And now the Cardinals just have to decide how they want to punch this one in. Coach McFarland talking to his offensive unit and making sure you dial up something here that you're confident in. I don't think it's so much about tricking the Eagles here. I think it's just about making sure you execute this play properly. Tella's going to be in the backfield one more time. We'll see who else lines up in there on 2nd and 2. 2nd and goal from the 2. Tella the only back behind Lucas. He's under center. In motion is Slade Hurd. And play action. He wants to throw it into the end zone. Caught! And a touchdown on a great play that time. Lucas threw it over the top of the defender. I believe that was Fisher Derrick.
Yeah, well, you throw that ball to where only Fisher can go get it. That ball's either going to go out of bounds or Fisher Derrick's going to go make a play, and did enough to get just 1 foot down, which is all you need at the high school level. Great job there by Fisher Derrick to toe tap it down. A great throw by Jackson Lucas.
And let's see.
Castro back on for the extra point.
The extra point to come. It's 21-18. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 8 seconds left in the half, it's the Eagles 21, the Cardinals 19. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
We Christians ought to be lights in the midst of darkness, and our lives should exemplify peace and joy in the midst of frustration, confusion, and despair.
But that's not always the case, is it? Billy Graham understood why it can be hard for followers of Christ to be different from the world around them.
Every possible pressure is being brought to bear upon the Christians to conform to the standards of the world. The greatest need in America and in the Western world at this hour is not a new organization. It is not more money. It is more revival among God's people. And we're never going to have a revival unless Christians discontinue their conformity to the world.
If you want to be different from the world around you, we have some resources that can help. Stop by our website, findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Up by Burrell near the 25 and brought down at the 27-yard line with 2 seconds left on the clock. And what an outstanding job of taking advantage of the turnover. Cardinals got the ball back after the interception by Ryan Reed, Justin, and punch it in for the touchdown on the play-action pass to Fisher Derrick. And we'll see if Rose and the Eagles want to just kneel the rest of this half out and head to the locker room. Cardinals will get in a safety position just in case. Rose will go under center, and he'll take a knee. And that's the end of the first half. Joplin Eagles lead the Webb City Cardinals 21-19. Stay tuned for our halftime show. You've been listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Proud to be a part of our local communities is BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, serving the four-state area for over 60 years with locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma. They specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electrical projects in the four-state area. For employment or company information, their website is beijoplin.com or 417-624-6660. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride. At Missouri Southern State University.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
Welcome to the KNEO Sports Network Halftime Show. The Cardinal Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
And we welcome you to another edition of the Cardinal Minute. I'm joined tonight by Grant Barrett, the new girls basketball coach here at Webb City High School. And Grant, welcome to Webb City. I know we've known each other from afar for a while, but how excited are you to be in the Webb City Cardinal Nation here?
Well, thanks, Scott, for introducing me. Yeah, we've known each other for a while, and more of as an opposing coach coming into the Dome, but I'm super excited. I've been in this area for 12 years. I've played against Webb City. I've seen the tradition that has been here, facilities, kids, work ethic. I'm just super excited about the season we have upcoming and then what we can build here in the future.
As you came into this new position, you had an opportunity to really get after it pretty early, able to kind of gather your team a little bit this summer. Talk to me a little bit about what you were able to accomplish this summer.
Yeah, well, the first week that I got hired, I got to meet the girls. So we've got an introduction there, and I got to open up the gym a couple times. But then the first week of June, we had our team camp all the way down to junior high, and then we started playing in our league. We hosted a league on Mondays in June, and then we played about 20 games on summer. So we went to Pitt State team camp and Missouri Southern team camp, and then our league, and really got to get to know the girls, see the skills that we had, and try and implement a few things. But I really wanted to gauge and see what they could do, what their strengths are, and what we can do to build this going forward into this upcoming season.
One question I always like to ask coaches of one sport is how they view other sports. You're going to have talented girls here that play multi-sports. How does that affect your approach and what you're able to do in terms of basketball?
I love multi-sport athletes. I think that the more types of different coaching that kids can get, the different movements on their body, I think it's good for them there. But if you look at some of the girl sports that we have, like we got like 6 girls playing volleyball, 7 girls playing softball. We have a couple in tennis. Our volleyball and softball programs have been very successful, and I'm all about success breeding success. So our goal on the girls' side is to take the success that we've had in our other female sports and get that rolling here on the girls' basketball side.
If I were to describe Grant Barron's philosophy of basketball in general, and as you implement it here in Cardinal Nation, what would that be?
I want us to be a very gritty defensive team. I love to get after it on that side and make our presence known, be hard to score upon, and use our defense to help and create easy offensive baskets. I'll use the term all year long, defense travels. So no matter what night, what location, one night if you're hitting shots, it's great when the ball goes in the hoop, but it doesn't always happen like that. So if we can make a commitment on the defensive end as a team defense and rebound the ball and get out, I think that we can use our athleticism to our advantage and really make our presence known on the defensive end.
Finally, tell me a little bit about your family.
Yes, I'm married to Emily Barron, and she is a teacher as well. But she was a college basketball player, 4-year point guard, so it's in the family. She was my assistant until we decided to start a family. So she kind of is now in the youth side of it. She coaches our son. He is an 8th grader, and then my daughter is a 5th grader, and both of them play school ball and they play travel ball, and we are in the gym multiple nights a week with them. So we are a basketball family. If we're not playing it, then it's on TV at home and we're watching it.
Well, we look forward to catching up with you more as the season unfolds. What's the first game of the season for the Cardinals?
Okay, so we kick off on November 4th is our first day of practice. November 19th, we will host a jamboree. It starts at 5 o'clock at the Cardinal Dome. We would love to see you there. Then our first home game will be Monday, November the 25th, and that's before Thanksgiving. It's a great opportunity to come out. There's no school that week, and to see a conference opponent. We will be playing the Lebanon Yellow Jackets on that Monday.
Well, thanks for the visit, and look forward to many more as the year unfolds.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to the Cardinal Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is proud to sponsor local high school sports on KNEO. Sports Director Michael Amami and sports reporters Ryan Bunale and Cam Isimone have interviews, scores, and highlights weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report covers events from high school athletics to Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State and local community colleges. Proud to support local high school sports.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. Today we're joined once again by Dave Compton from Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Today's topic is, what is IT band syndrome?
The IT band starts as a muscle on top of the hip, and then as it comes down across the side of the hip down to the knee, it turns into this really fibrous band. It's a fascia band. It's very fibrous, very stiff, very tough. IT band syndrome is where either due to muscle tightness or hip weakness and sometimes even foot alignment, the IT band kind of rubs over the knuckle of the femur, and it becomes a friction syndrome. It becomes an irritated rub. It's almost like a blister, but not technically, but that's about the best way to describe it. It's a rub or irritation, usually at the knee.
Is it something that an athlete can play through, or is it something they need to take some time off for?
Depending on the symptoms and depending on the sport, we see a lot of repetitive sports like cycling and running. We'll see a lot of this. Athlete can taper or modify their activity level and their intensity level, and sometimes can work through this with some stretching and possibly physical therapy or rehabilitation. Sometimes we have to shut down if the pain gets severe enough.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
Thank you for listening to the KNEO Sports Network Halftime Show. The teams are headed back out on the field, and our guys are ready to go in the broadcast booth. The third quarter is almost here. Back with more Cardinals football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Simpson Funeral Home has been serving the local area for over 100 years and is happy to serve local families during their time of need. With two locations, 400 West Doherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction, owners Austin and Amanda Simpson and their licensed staff can be reached at 417-673-2411. Simpson Funeral Home, a proud backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill at 1804 Rangeline in Joplin is proud to support local high school sports. They offer a variety of meat, stir-fry ingredients, and signature sauces that are then grilled together. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill is open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers dine-in eating, curbside pickup, plus delivery through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. More information online at hoohot.com.
Webb City Cardinal fans, Express RX of Webb City is located at 101 West Doherty and is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 9 to 1. They offer services such as pill packaging, plus prescription delivery or drive-through. They also have a mobile app where customers can manage their prescriptions and refills. Express RX of Webb City, 417-392-6039. Go Cardinals!
This portion of Cardinal Athletics is sponsored by Reeves Tire and Automotive. Serving the area since 1978, they specialize in automotive services such as brake repair, wheel alignments, plus steering and suspension systems. Reeves Tire and Automotive with 3 locations, 806 East 7th Street in Joplin, 1613 South Madison in Webb City, and at 2504 Grand Avenue in Carthage. Online at reevestire.com.
Welcome you back to John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium for another edition of Inside Cardinal Nation. And tonight I'm talking to Zoe Woods, the senior captain of the Redettes. Zoe, tell me a little bit about your journey to become a Redette.
Well, I tried out my sophomore year and I made the team, and then that year we started competing at state. We got 3rd at state that year, and then last year we got 2nd at state, and we're going to compete at 2 regional competitions this year and then compete at state.
Tell me about the process, just in terms of all the training you did in your younger years to get to the point where you wanted to try out for this Redette group.
Well, I danced at a studio my whole life, and then when I got to high school, I realized I wanted to dance at the football games. So I worked with a lot of past Redettes at my studio, and then I tried out, and I made it.
Tell me about your team, about the makeup of them in general.
We're all really close. We're best friends. We all build each other up, pick each other up when we mess up, help each other get better, and we just all really love and care about each other.
Now, we got to have some inside information too. So do you take turns picking up the music and picking the dance moves and all that?
Yeah, I got to choreograph 2 for football season, and I have 3 for basketball season. Our sophomores choreographed a dance all together, and me and Coach Baker choreographed one together too.
So tell me what the best thing is about just being out here on a Friday night in front of your fellow students and all the Cardinal fans and getting to perform out there at midfield.
I love being a part of my school and being involved in it and helping hype up our awesome football team and connecting with all the students. It helps me stay involved, and I get to make friendships within the team.
For as involved as you are in Redettes, I know you got to be involved in some other things. Tell me about your academics and other things that you're interested in.
I'm very involved in my academics. I'm in a lot of AP and honors classes, and I do tutoring outside of school, and I just really prioritize my schoolwork for my future.
So what does that future look like to you right now? I know you're a senior, and just a few months from now you'll be walking on this same field for graduation likely, and what does the future look like after that?
Well, I've applied and gotten accepted to the University of Arkansas, and I plan to major in psychology and hopefully try out for their dance team.
Well, I think you guys do an awesome job representing the school. I know that the student section and the fans alike here get a lot of enjoyment out of what you do, and congratulations and continued success to you and the rest of your Redettes team.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
And that'll conclude our Inside the Cardinals Nation here for this Friday night. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back and talk to Coach McFarland as we get set to start the second half. Cardinals trail the Joplin Eagles 21-19. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the four-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the four-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
At 4W.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here, John Roderick Field, as the Joplin Eagles lead the Webb City Cardinals 21-19 at half. A couple of extra point misses by the Cardinals. The difference in this one so far, Justin, but a back and forth game. The Cardinals scoring their first drive. The Eagles came right back and answered that score, took the lead 7-6. And then the Eagles forced the Cardinals to punt, came back and scored on their second drive. And then really could have gotten away from the Cardinals on that third Eagles drive, but the Cardinals force a fourth down and a field goal attempt. It was blocked, and the Cardinals' Andrew Young picks it up and takes it all the way to the house for the score, and you felt like the Cardinals were right back in it from that point on the rest of the half. Eagles did end up scoring one more touchdown, and then the Cardinals, on an interception by Ryan Reed, get the final minute and 12 seconds to get a possession near their own 40 and take it in for a touchdown on a play action pass from the 2 from Lucas to Fisher Derrick, and that's where we are here at half, Justin.
Yeah, I think a first half that if you're the Cardinal coaching staff, you love that your guys answered the bell each time. There were moments in that first half where you could have kind of rolled over and let Joplin start to have their way, but you found ways to keep yourself in the ballgame, and you found a way late to get an interception, get the ball back to your offense, not let this Joplin lead get out of control or get out of reach. And now you go into halftime and coming out of halftime now with a 21-19 deficit to face. Much more manageable than you feel like going into that with a 9-point deficit and then Joplin getting the ball, and then if they score there, then you're really starting to play catch up. So you put yourself in a position to start this second half, get a stop defensively, go score yourself, and then you start to dictate kind of the pace of this ball game from there on out. But I thought a first half in which the Cardinals were able to take some punches themselves and then deliver a few knockout blows themselves. We talk about the Andrew Young scoop and score being a big moment, the Ryan Reed interception that led to a score for the offense. Jackson Lucas, a big run on his first play, the little dump down pass to Slade Hurd that kept the drive alive in that final possession. And a lot of things that I think you're happy with if you're this Cardinal coaching staff in terms of your kids' resilience to make plays when you needed them to in that first half. And no doubt would have been the conversation coming out of this half is let's keep that energy high. Let's go make some plays defensively here coming out and set the tone and send your seniors out with a win on senior night.
Well, no question about it. The Cardinals had to get some turnovers. We didn't mention this, but the third score by the Eagles was actually as a result of a fumbled kickoff return by the Cardinals. The Eagles took over at the 14 and punched it in, but the Cardinals getting that interception, and that's what's got to happen here in the second half. They're tough to stop on the ground, but when the Eagles are taking those shots down the field, you got to defend the pass well. That'll be something the Cardinals want to continue to do in terms of the passing game, but also be ready to maybe try to really shore up some of the run game in terms of how they're defending that as well, and see if you can get a quick 3 and out here. Always felt like if you could get that quick 3 and out when the other team's getting the ball first, it's the same difference as if you're getting the ball first in the end.
Yeah, and I think that's the message, especially for your defenses. Those times when you had success defensively is when your defense was able to get a push up front and get in the backfield and didn't get caught looking in the backfield in terms of the play action stuff. So can you do more of the same here? As Scott's got Coach McFarland walking towards him, we'll join him here shortly. But I think you want to continue to bring that energy, continue to bring that dominance up front that you saw at times from this Cardinal ball club. Coach McFarland getting some final words from the statistician Mike Miller here. Always appreciate his work, and we'll go ahead and throw it down to Scott.
And thank you, Coach. A good start for your ball club, something you said to me earlier today you had to have. You got that first touchdown drive. Your offense was clicking at that point.
Yeah, it was. No, offense did a great job. Even our second drive, got a few first downs. Just couldn't convert there. but really proud of the way we're playing so far offensively.
Defensively, tough to stop their run, but even though they capitalize on a couple of big pass plays, you're able to thwart them there at the end of the half and then come back and punch it in one more time to make this score close.
Yeah, the interception was huge there, and they tried a big play, and they just kind of, they run the ball really well, but they try to get a few yards here and there, and then they try to get you to get some guy over the top. They've got us twice now. Made a couple adjustments at halftime. Hopefully they'll help, but I'm proud of our kids. We're playing really hard.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout here. Back with the second half after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
We all have moments in life where things go off the tracks. Sometimes these are accidents that we simply can't fix. Often those hard times are the only thing that really makes us get serious about God. If you've hit something that hurts or something has hit you, it may be that God is trying to get your attention. If that is the case, then it's no accident. It's God's way to strip you of your independence and bring you into a relationship with Him. He made that relationship possible by sending Jesus to this earth to die for you and pay for all your sin and rebellion. Jesus rose from the dead and offers forgiveness and new life. Learn how you can be forgiven and find connection with God. You can call or text us at 888-NEED-HIM. It's no accident that you heard this commercial.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field. Joplin Eagles lead the Webb City Cardinals 21-19 as we're set for second half action here. You're listening to 91.7 FM KNEO Neosho Joplin. Cardinals to kick off to the Eagles to start this half. And we'll see if the Cardinals' defensive adjustments can counter what's been a very productive Eagles offense in this first half. Castro set to kick off. It'll be Davin Thomas deep for the Eagles. Should be a great second half. And an onside kick by the Cardinals. Ball bouncing around, gets to the 45. It took that nice high bounce as Castro faked, and they had the man to his right kicking it. And
yeah, you got the high bounce that you wanted. You maybe wanted that in the gap. It bounced right over a Joplin Eagle, gave him time to get there quicker. But I don't think you mind the aggressive play there. Granted that your defense has been able to make some plays for you in that first half. Now Joplin takes over ball at their own 45.
Rose in the shotgun for the Eagles. Single back behind him. Here comes Thomas in motion. The give is to Jones. And the ball's loose. The Cardinals pick it up and fall on it at the 35-yard line. Somebody hit Jones really hard.
Mason Williams screaming from that backside, Jones's blind side, and did what you teach all guys coming from behind to do. He went and punched that ball out from his arm from the backside, created the fumble, and then I think it was Mr. Belcher that dove on top of it. And what a turn of events there for the Cardinals. You got what you needed early in the second half. You wanted to turn over a 3-and-out. You get it here. Now ball on the Joplin 36-yard line.
And the Cardinals start with split backs in the backfield behind Lucas. The give is to Tella over the right side, rumbling towards the 22-yard line. He'll pick up a first down there. Just good blocking on that right side to create the hole for Tella.
Well, and one thing that early turnover does, it creates some excitement and some confidence for your guys coming out here offensively. You saw it from the offensive line there, getting a big push. Tella running hard as he always does.
DeGraff and Reed lined up, single receiver left. Tella and Hurd in the backfield. Lucas keeps it this time around the edge. Started to pitch to Hurd, but there was no room left. When you're coming to the short side of the field, not a lot of pitch area left.
Well, in the heads-up play there, you saw him look at the pitch and then decided to pull it back into his body and save himself for a couple yards there. Ball at the Joplin 20-yard line. Cardinals off to a great start here with the turnover in the second half and marching their way downfield.
2nd and 8 for the Cardinals. Jackson Lucas under center. And the give is to Tella again. Up the middle he goes. He jumps over an Eagles would-be tackler, Burrell I think it was, and they kind of just carried him forward until they got him to the ground. That's a dangerous play, though, for a running back.
Yeah, and as big and strong as he is, you see him flying through the air like that. You know he's got some athleticism as well. Went for 5 carries, 56 yards in the first half. Off to a hot start here in the second for the Cardinals as he picked up the first down inside the 10, so 1st and goal for the Cardinals at the 8.
1st and goal from the 8. Jackson Lucas looks over the defense, climbs under center with 2 backs behind him, DeGraff and Reed on the right. And the give is to Hurd. He wants to get to the right side. He's untouched in the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown. And the Cardinals take the lead.
And just what you had to do off the turnover. Turnover's great, but if you don't do anything, it doesn't matter. Cardinals going to go for 2 here, leading 25-21. This would put you at a 6-point advantage if you get it here. So Jackson Lucas and company will trot back out.
Yeah, they'll bring the same offensive unit they just had in the game. DeGraff and Reed, the receiver, Tella and Hurd in the backfield for this 2-point conversion. They'll split Hurd out on the left side. DeGraff and Reed right, Tella the single back. And the play action, there's the throw and the completion on the play action. And
I believe it was Gus Carnes.
Gus Carnes on the 2-point conversion this time, so the tight ends continue their prolific work in the last 3 weeks, Justin.
Well,
Carnes and Fisher Derrick doing the job.
Only know that because we've got the Carnes fan club right in front of us here in the booth, and they went nuts as soon as the catch was made. So easy assumption there. Gus Carnes doing a great job all year. That time he slips through on the little seam route and just plants himself in the end zone, and Jackson Lucas finds him.
You just saw, too, what the good running of Tella does. They had to collapse on him in the middle on the play action fake. And wide open on that left side was Gus Carnes. And the Cardinals now lead at 27-21 at the 10-minute, 11-second mark here of the third quarter. They've taken the momentum and the lead both. See if Castro kicks it away here. Davin Thomas back deep. Burrell in front of him at the 15. Castro, a sky kick this time, and it picked up near the 20 to about the 33-yard line. And once again, the ball carrier for the Eagles was Trenton McCadney, a sophomore quarterback and wide receiver, in on the special teams unit. The Eagles will start 1st and 10, 4 plays, 36-yard on that 8-yard touchdown run by Slade Hurd. And the Cardinals take advantage of the turnover. Now the defense right back out there with some confidence underneath their belts. 1st and 10 from the 33 for the Eagles. Rose in the shotgun. There goes Jones in motion. The toss to Burrell over the right side, clearing away Jones. And he'll have a nice pick up there of about 7 yards.
And they'll mark it down at the 40-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 3 from there. Eagles on the line quickly here, 2nd and 3 from the 40. Rose takes a snap, gives to Burrell. He's stopped in the backfield this time and knifing through, unblocked.
Mr. Belcher, I believe.
Freddie Belcher that time, the senior. Saw him getting escorted in earlier tonight on senior night with a big smile on his face, as well as his dad. They posed for pictures. Now 3rd and 4 at the 39. Rose claps his hand, gets a snap, wants to throw it over the middle, incomplete as he short-armed that one near the Cardinal head at midfield. And a 3 and out for the Eagles. They'll likely punt it away here. And the Cardinals will send Eggleston back deep along with Andrew Young.
Proud to be a part of Cardinal Nation. Webb City Spirit Wear, offering spirit wear and game day apparel with online ordering and local pickup. Learn more online at webcityspiritwear.com or facebook.com/Webb City Spirit Wear.
And there's a high kick, and Cardinals tell everybody to stay away as it bounces back towards the Eagles. And the Cardinals will have great field position near the 40-yard line to start their next drive, leading 27-21 with 8:53 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Paint Chips and Glitter Boutique at 110 West Broadway in Webb City. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 to 5:30. Fridays, 10:30 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Offering ladies' clothing, jewelry, accessories, and more. Learn more online at paintchipsandglitterboutique.com or come through the Paint Chips and Glitter Boutique iPhone or Android phone mobile app. Proud to support the Cardinals.
Hurd and Tella in the backfield behind Lucas. The give is to Tella over the right side. He bowls over a couple of Eagles and wrapped up near the 45, 46-yard line for a pickup of about 6 yards. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, you talk about a guy running with some confidence tonight. It's Mr. Tella, and he's getting that from his offensive line up front. But as a running back, you start to get some of those holes. It gives you the opportunity to get one-on-one with a linebacker at the next level, and a guy like Tella going to take advantage of that every time.
Double tight look from the Cardinals with 2 in the backfield behind Lucas. And the keeper, he dropped the football, and the Eagles may have it unless Lucas got it back. He's fighting for it near the 50. And let's see who has it on the ground. They're still rolling around near the 48. And we'll see what the referees say when they unpile here. He just dropped that out of his hand. Nobody touched him. It just rolled down his front of his leg. Lucas jumped back on it. It's a 50-50 ball. Lucas comes out of the pile with it. Josh Farley talking to his umpire and
I think that's
back judge, and we'll see if they rule the Cardinals' way. It is 3rd down for the Cardinals, and that is a huge break for the Cardinals. They're going to say he was down on the ground with it at the Cardinals' 49 before it rolled away from him again after that. So Cardinals get a break. It's 3rd and 1 from the Cardinal 49-yard line. Tella and Hurd in the backfield. DeGraff and Reed on the left side. Lucas under center. Lucas wants to pitch, gets it to Hurd, gets near the 50, needed the 50. We'll see if he got enough for the 1st down as Eagles make a nice tackle there. Both line judge and side judge looking at the chains on the opposite side. The ball is marked, I'm going to say, about 2 inches short of the 50-yard line. And this may be a 4th down situation. While we wait for the measurement, we'll talk about some of our sponsors.
Proudly supporting the Cardinals, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick, located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, 782-0829 or online at www.bdrcpas.com. And it's a first down for your Webb City Cardinals. The drive continues. Cardinals pick up the first down, and Cardinal Nation rise to their feet in jubilation as this drive will continue. 7-14 here. Your Cardinals lead at 27-21. Ball right at the 50-yard line. The nose of the football got just enough over the white line there, and Cardinals live to fight another down.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Jackson Lucas under center. Long count and a give on the dive this time. And picking up about 5. They'll mark ball carrier down at the 45-yard line. That was Mason Williams in the ball game now at tailback, and we're proud to be joined tonight by our folks on KSN Channel 16, and happy that Windows and More helping sponsor this ball game. Lucas on the give to Hurd. He'll fall forward to about the 40-yard line. Should be enough or close to another first down. They'll mark it at the 41-yard line, so 3rd and 1 coming up.
A couple of updates around the COC. Carthage leads at 28-13 in the third over Neosho. It's Republic 21, Willard nothing. Lebanon 43, Waynesville 7 at the half. Nixa with a 14-0 lead over Glendale. That ball game back in the first quarter.
3rd and 1 at the 41 for the Cardinals. Double tight with 2 in the backfield. The Eagles cause a false start by the Cardinals. You see that from time to time, the defensive line that time stemming and just shifting left to right or right to left. And that's a legal play. You can't jump forward and cause a false start, but you're allowed to shift as they did, left to right, right to left. And Cardinals, instead of 3rd and 1, now have 3rd and 6 at the 46. But you'd likely think that they can pick up most of it here. They'd go ahead and go for it on 4th down. 2 receivers right and 1 at the wing. And the keeper on the counter that time by Lucas.
Yeah, a little QB counter that time.
Yeah, he's going to be short. You need a couple more yards. It'll be 4th down. Coach McFarland dialing up another play here. And again, even on 4th and it's about 3 to go here, Justin. You got to be wary of the Eagles doing something similar on this down. So you're talking to your players saying, hey, make sure you listen to the snap count here. DeGraff and Reed and Young. And now Young will come out and Gus Carnes comes in at a tight end look. The play clock at 3. They may have to burn a timeout. Lucas got the snap off and punts it away, but the Eagles blocked the kick as the Cardinals were going to punt it. They ran over Lucas on the play, and now a late flag. Initially, we saw no flag on the play, but now a flag. And Lucas was down for a moment. Now he's back up on his feet. The trainer's out to look at him. And the kick was blocked, so no question about that. But it's still going to be a roughing penalty against the Eagles here. Curtis Jasper asking for an explanation here. But Lucas is going to have to come off after that play if the Cardinals maintain possession here. And
Braden Strickland going to go under center for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Braden Strickland will replace him at quarterback. Cardinal Nation obviously happy about it. You're not happy about the hit that Jackson Lucas just took, but Josh Farley going to go across the field now and explain to the Joplin head coach Curtis Jasper exactly how the play unfolded.
Well, I think what the argument there is once he makes a motion to start the kick, that's when you've got to get away if you're a defender, and obviously Joplin Eagle player did not do so as Mr. Lucas ended up on the ground, and I think you love the intensity, obviously, of a rivalry game like this, but always trying to keep both sides of the team safe.
So the Cardinals, after the penalty, will have the football 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Josh Farley now talking to Ryan McFarland. Actually, the penalty was after the play. So check everything I just said. The Eagles will maintain possession but be penalized for the roughing after the play. So Rose will be in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Eagles. They give to Jones. Up the middle he goes. Stopped there by a whole group of Cardinals that time. Yeah, so that's we saw the signal from Josh Farley, the referee, originally that the ball had been tipped, and it was just the follow-through of the roughing of Jackson Lucas that caused the penalty. So Eagles still get the football, and now 2nd and 5 from the 40. Give to Jones once again, and he's just fighting his way through traffic.
Lost the ball.
And they lost the football, and the Cardinals say they have it back. We'll see if they'll say he was down by contact.
Yeah, it was
Mason
close.
Williams came up with the football. He's intent, as he was the one earlier that I think blocked the field goal attempt and also caused the fumble on the first set of downs for the Eagles in this half that allowed the Cardinals to have the short field that ended up in the touchdown that put them ahead 27-21. We're at the 3:34 mark of the third quarter. Rose, play action. Scrambling to his right, wants to throw, now keeps it and runs out of bounds near the 41-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 43.
Supporting Webb City Cardinal Athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more at Webb City Florist and Greenhouse at 417-673-3780.
So 2nd and 5 for the Eagles at the Cardinals 43. In motion is Jasper. Now sets up to block for Jones, who gets the ball and takes it up the right side, gets across the 40, and he'll be down near the first down marker. And now they will move the chains as he advanced that time to the 38-yard line of the Cardinals. And the running game of the Eagles has been tough to stop all night. They continue to use their big bodies up front. Cardinals trying to fight through at times, and the only way they've gotten any success is when they've been able to knife through a couple of those blockers. A quick throw to the outside. Davin Thomas with the catch. He'll be run out of bounds for little or no gain there. Maybe even lost a yard. They'll mark him with a gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 10 there for the Eagles as Rose looks to his offensive coordinator for the play call here. He relays the message to his running back, Jones. Claps his hand for the snap, a high snap, and a quick throw and knocked down. Beautiful anticipation that time was that
Carson Myers.
Carson Myers, he made another big play earlier tonight on a blitz call. That time he read that quick out route that the Eagles were trying to run. And it's 3rd and 10. See if the Cardinals bring pressure here. The Eagles will go 3-by-1 here. Jasper lined up far left. Rose gets the snap over the middle and complete. He's going to be short of the first down. Making the catch that time was Lane Royal. And it's 4th and about 2.5 yards here. The Eagles need to get to the 28-yard line. The ball is just beyond the 30. Cardinals looking for a stop. Eagles looking to continue the drive. Rose in the shotgun, claps his hand, gets the snap, and throws it wide, this time to Thomas. He'll have the first down easily. As the Cardinals tried to get in his face that time, Justin, off the edge. He just threw it around him sidearm, and Thomas there to catch it.
Yeah, blitzed on the side that the play went to, so left a gap there for Thomas to operate in, and then got a block from his other wide receiver on the far side. Eagles pick up the first down ball at the Cardinal 20.
1st and 10 for the Eagles as the drive continues. And the handoff this time to Jones. He's upended near the 12-yard line. Big pickup of 8 yards there. Be 2nd and 2. Once Jones gets his feet moving, he darts through those holes, and he's pretty fearless about it. 2nd and 2 for the Eagles from the 12. Rose gets the snap, gives it to Jones again. He's had him for a moment in the backfield, now lunges forward, and he may have the first down as he gets inside the 10. It'll set up 1st and goal for the Eagles. And they'll mark it down at the 9-yard line. Cardinals looking for a turnover in the red zone. Eagles looking to punch one in to get the tying score and possible go-ahead score. 2-by-1 look here for the Eagles. And the give is to Jones. He's tackled in the backfield, lunges forward to the 7.
Brock Renfro, I believe, on the tackle.
Yeah, Renfro, nice penetration that time. Let's see if the Cardinals sell out on one of these plays. One thing the Eagles do so well is spread you out with those 3 receivers, so you've got to really commit everywhere else to the run game. Jasper lined up in that tight end left. Rose with Jones behind him. In motion now is Thomas. Looking that way. Pressure in the backfield. Rose backing up near the 20. Now throws it, and the Cardinals nearly intercepted at the goal line. A couple of Cardinals had a shot at it. Dangerous throw, but Rose lucky to get that one back for a 3rd down opportunity after a couple of Cardinals had their hands on it.
Well, what the Cardinals did well there is they kept him inside. They didn't let him he got to the outside, but the Cardinals had him bracketed. Nowhere for him to go that time. Eagles now face a 3rd and goal from the 7.
See if the Cardinals bring pressure again. Rose with the snap, wants to throw. Pressure off the right edge. He throws and knocked away at the goal line, and a flag on that side. They're going to say one of the Cardinals had his hand maybe on the backside of Jones, the intended receiver. He knocked it away with his lead hand, but he may have had him around the waist with the right hand. Josh Farley calls pass interference, and I think it's half the distance to the goal here, so they'll mark it at the 4. And the clock going to wind down here. The Eagles do not have to snap it they will have to snap it. Play clock is running, but game clock won't start until they snap this football with 6 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal from the 4. Rose waits the snap. Now has it, gives to Jones, up the middle he goes, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. And the Eagles tie it at 27 with the extra point to come. Cardinals played solid defense all the way to the end, and you go back to that 2nd down play, Justin, when a couple of Cardinals had their hands on the football near the end zone on the scramble play from the 20. That's the difference that time. Then the pass interference. Here's Ibsen for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. And with 2 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, the Eagles retake the lead, 28-27. We'll take a break here. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Kickoff by the Eagles, fielded by Andrew Young of the Cardinals. Gets to about the 26-yard line as we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. And Cardinals trail the Eagles 28-27. We'll go ahead and take another 30-second break here. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the. Back here in 1 minute. You're listening to Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field. The Eagles lead the Webb City Cardinals 28-27 as we started the fourth quarter here. 2nd and 7 now for the Cardinals. And that's Lucas around the right side, I believe. Gets to the 50, to the 40. Run out of bounds. And Cardinal fans happy to see Lucas back out there after he was injured on that punt block earlier by the Eagles. But he gets down to the 38-yard line on another outstanding decision there to keep the football and get around that right side.
Well, he's got great top speed. Once he hits that hole, you see him get to speed, that long stride that he has, able to break free. Cardinals inside Eagle territory now.
1st and 10. And the give is to Tella. Up the middle he goes. No, that's Hurd. He gets away on the right side to the 20, down near the 15-yard line. That's what Coach McFarland was talking to us about. He's seeing the field better, but he's running with such authority right now and power. Starting to see the full speed of Slade Hurd.
Well, and I think you're starting to see him be more comfortable with that knee again. Knees are always a little tricky trying to come back from. You haven't seen him plant maybe and go as much as he was able to before this game. You've seen him be able to stick his foot in the ground and get back upfield. You saw at that time again, Cardinals even deeper now, 1st and 10 at the 17 of the Eagles.
Lucas under center with Tella and Hurd in the backfield. Single receiver left. And the give on the dive, the Eagles will rally near the 14-yard line after a 3-yard pickup. That time by Isaiah Tella.
Make sure you stay tuned after tonight's game for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. You can also check out our live scoreboard during the game. Go to kneo.org and get the latest scores from games around the area as they're happening.
Cardinals trying to punch one in and take the lead again here in the fourth. Lucas under center. DeGraffenried lined up on the right side by himself. In motion, Gus Carnes. The give to Hurd. Up the middle he goes. Stacked up near the 11-yard line. And an injured Cardinal on the play. Looked like one of the offensive linemen, as Craig Jennings from Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine will head out to the field to look things over. We'll keep it here as both teams will talk to their respective coaches for just a moment.
Download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. You can also listen to the Webb City Cardinals sports on your smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play the KNEO Sports Network. Wild Ivy Shirt Co., proud backer of the Webb City Cardinals in our local communities. They offer spirit wear for the Cardinals online at webcityspiritwear.com and for other local teams at wildivyshirtco.com, offering online ordering plus local pickup. Learn more at facebook.com/wildivy-shirtco. Go Cardinals.
And try to get an idea of the injured.
I believe it was Tella.
Young man is Isaiah Tella, the sophomore running back for the Cardinals, has had an outstanding game so far. And tough to see him walk up off the field. Looks like an ankle situation. Cardinals will have it 3rd and 4 from the 11. Boy, and you got to run two of your best plays here. I mean, this is 4-down territory. You're not likely to attempt a field goal in this situation. So Cardinals got to call this 3rd down play accordingly. Wagner will line up on the right side by himself. Hurd and Williams in the backfield. Eagles shift again to their left, and for the second time tonight, they get movement by the Cardinals. And again, they've done that in short yardage situations effectively, just kind of stemming from right to left, and that'll back up the Cardinals, now make it a 3rd and 9 from the 16-yard line. A little more room here, Justin, if you want to throw it on 3rd down. But the way the Cardinals have been running it, you might expect them to just go ahead and try to keep pounding it away. The clock running at 9:17 left here in the fourth quarter, and the Eagles leading 28-27. And the Cardinals going to call a timeout. We'll take it with you. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Cool School Shop is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. Located at 100 South Main Street, Suite A in Webb City, they offer custom screen printing on school sports apparel like t-shirts and hoodies, and offer embroidery services and custom-made jerseys. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. The Cool School Shop in Webb City, 417-673-3720, or online at coolschoolshop.com. For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium at John Roderick Field. Cardinals have the football. 3rd and 9 for the Cardinals from the 16-yard line. Lucas under center. Hurd split out left. DeGraffenried right. And the give up the middle to Mason Williams. He gets to about the 10. And that's what I thought they might do, is kind of spread the Eagles out a little bit more, make them think you're going to throw it. And now Castro will come on. Cardinals in a Similar situation at the end of the game against Republic a few weeks ago, Justin. Down 2, this time down 1. Going to go ahead and ask Castro to kick this one from the 19 will be the placement, so a 29-yard field goal to take the lead. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Plenty of distance that time by Castro. And the Eagles will take over after the missed kick by Castro. And a disappointed offensive unit comes off the field for the Cardinals after they've driven it all the way down to the 4-yard line and then thwarted on the penalty. Backed them up. And the Eagles take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Rose gets the snap, gives it to Jones. He's met near the 27-yard line, but picking up a quick 7 yards there on 1st down as the middle of the Eagles line continues to make holes for him. Second and 4, 6-yard pickup there. Jasper shifting around, now lines up on the left side. He'll lead the way for Jones. He's met near the line of scrimmage this time. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4 here. No gain on the play. Ball marked at the 27-yard line. 3rd and 3, we'll call it. Might have picked up a yard there. Cardinals would love to sell out here, but as we said, you got a 3-by-1 look here from the Eagles. Got to pay attention to that as well. Rose calls for the snap. He wants to throw it. Now trying to escape over the right side. Throws it late to Devin Thomas and incomplete.
Great coverage by the Cardinals downfield, and then you combine that with the pursuit of the linebacking core and your defensive line, and that forces the Eagles to punt. So
that's a great stop for the Cardinals after the missed field goal. You get the quick 3 and out, and you know you're going to get the football right back. 7:02 left here in the 4th quarter. Eagles with a 1-point lead, 28-27. We're just past the top of the hour, 91.7 FM, KNEO, Neosho Joplin. And the punt fielded by Young at the 50 to the 45 and run out of bounds near the 41-yard line. The Cardinals will have great field position to start this drive.
Proudly supporting all Webb City athletes, Paint, Chips, and Glitter Boutique at 110 West Broadway in Webb City. Learn more about fashions, trends, and accessories offered. They have an iPhone and Android mobile app, and they're also online at paintchipsandglitterboutique.com. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 to 5:30, Fridays 10:30 to 5, and Saturday 10 to 3. Paint, Chips, and Glitter Boutique is also on Facebook and Instagram.
Jackson Lucas back out there to lead the troops for the Cardinals offense. They'll go under center with 2 backs in the backfield, Hurd and Williams. And he wants to pitch it. He'll pitch it to Hurd. He wants to turn the corner on the right side. Gets just past the 40. And that time may have taken it a little bit wide. I'd just soon he try to take the contact early by going vertical and see if your power can take over. But the Cardinals pick up a couple of yards. 2nd and 8 from the Cardinals now. And on the Eagles' 39-yard line. Looking to punch in a score with 6:20 left here in the 4th. Wagner lined up on the left side. The wing back is Gus Carnes. 2 in the backfield behind Lucas. Takes a snap, gives on the dive that time, and a couple more yards picked up there. And that's just going to be straight 1-2 right now, Justin, by the offensive line of the Cardinals. Can you block it right? And then the backs have just got to take over and keep their momentum going forward. No time to dance around. They bring in Andrew Young on 3rd and 6 at the Cardinals have it at the Eagles 37. Lucas under center. And a quick give on the dive. The Eagles stack it up inside the 35 to the 33. It'll bring up 4th and about 2 yards here. Mason Williams on the carry that time. You're trying to go with that quick dive play there. Let's see if on 4th down here the Cardinals don't try to get outside, Justin, and let one of these backs just beat somebody to the edge if the Eagles are going to stack up that middle.
Yeah, you've seen them a couple times just drive right down the middle. The outside has looked to be there. We'll see what they draw up here. 4th and 2 at the Joplin 33.
Fisher Derrick comes to the wing left, and a timeout called by the Cardinals. They want to think about this one, the second time they've had a 4th down opportunity, and they know right now it's getting late at 4:41 left here in the 4th quarter, and we'll keep it here. And Justin, you're talking strategy right now, but you're also just talking to guys about execution. If there's one thing you're warning your guys again, it's the movement by the defensive line that has caused 2 false starts in this game for the Cardinals. Both times it cost them getting a 1st down later.
Yeah, talking to your guys about, you know what they're going to bring. You've got to be the one to dictate what happens on this 4th and 2. We talked about in the keys, playing with poise, and then as you mentioned, executing in a crucial situation. Well, none more crucial than this. 4th and 2, 4:41, ball at the Joplin 33. You pick up the 1st down here. You feel like you've got the momentum to go ahead and continue this drive and punch it in for the game-winning touchdown eventually, but you've got to do the work here on 4th and 2. Ball at the 33. See what the Cardinals draw up. They've got DeGraff and Reed and Wagner here on the near side.
Yeah, and DeGraff and Reed out wide. Wagner in the slot. That spreads out the Eagles' defense a bunch. And we'll see if the Cardinals can convert. Lucas under center. Long count. And gives it up the middle. And picking up the 1st down that time. Mason Williams, not to be denied. And that's where you love his low center of gravity, but maybe more so his determination.
Well, and we talked about the quick dive there. That time, just a quick handoff to Mr. Williams. He was halfway through the hole before he got the football, and just running downhill was not going to be denied. Cardinals pick up a 1st down, ball at the Eagle 28.
Lucas looks to the right. 2 receivers there. 2 behind him in the split back. And the give, once again, it's Williams over the left side. And really doing a nice job making them respect the running of Williams, who has been mostly on the defensive side tonight because of the success of Tella earlier. You got to think his legs are a little fresher. He's still in that backfield, though, with Hurd, and you can give it to either player depending on how the play unfolds. 2 tight ends on the left side, and now they'll flip to the right. Lucas under center, long count, and the give to Williams over the left side. He bowls over a couple of Eagles and picks up the 1st down. And again, just great blocking on that left side, Justin.
Yeah, doing what they need to do. And you talk about the explosiveness of a guy like Williams, not a guy that's going to be denied when he wants to get some extra yardage. You saw it there. He gives his team another chance here, picks up a 1st down, ball at the 15, 1st and 10. Clock continues to wind, but plenty of time. 3:10 left to here in the ball game. Eagles lead at 28-27.
Wagner and Epler check in at receiver on the right for the Cardinals. 2 in the backfield behind Lucas again. And he keeps it this time. Up the middle he goes. He'll get inside the 10, down near the 7-yard line. Well, he had to break one more tackle. He might have been in the end zone. That's great midline action that time. They hadn't shown the midline much tonight, but That time he fakes the give and then takes it around that right side. Had good blocking from his right guard and his center.
Well, that's what you thought maybe a couple times on the series before, is he could have pulled that and followed his back through the hole. That time you saw him execute that. When you've got a guy like Williams and Slade Hurd leading in front of you, you don't mind following those guys. Now 2nd and 2 for the Cardinals at the 7.
Eagles shift, but Cardinals don't react here. And now I think that the center that time just didn't snap the ball. Looked like Lucas maybe hesitated or was changing the play at the line. It'll back up the Cardinals to the 12-yard line, bring up 2nd and 7. And the Cardinals will reset everything here. They'll leave Epler and Wagner, receivers right. Mason Williams and Hurd in the backfield. Eagles showing blitz up the middle. Lucas wants to go around the right edge. They pitch it to Hurd. He's got a cavalry ahead of him, and he'll walk into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, you saw him there put his hand in Williams' back and push him to the guy that was going to be in front of him, and Williams pushed him out of the way, and then he followed his receiver that was on that edge and walked himself into the end zone. We talk about a great blocking up front, great blocking from those guys on the edge for him as well, as the Cardinals, I think, maybe going to go for 2 here, force it to be a 7-point game. 6-point lead doesn't necessarily do anything for you. So the Cardinals are going to go for 2 here to make this a full 7-point lead with 1:52 left to go in the ball game.
And we've seen a touchdown to a tight end on this. We've seen a 2-point play to a tight end. See if the Eagles are any more leery to that, or if the Cardinals just want to run it in. And it's the reverse to DeGraff and Reed. He's got to turn the corner and get in.
Yeah.
And he'll walk into the end zone after the missed tackle on the edge that time. Collis Jones had a chance, and a stiff arm by the strength of the upper body of Mr. DeGraff and Reed gets him the 2 points and a 35-28 lead for the Cardinals with 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And Lane Royal didn't get very far. And a nice kickoff that time by the Cardinals, as on that drive they took about 5.5, maybe a little more on it. Got that ball with a little over 7 minutes. Minute 45 left, and the Cardinals leading by 7, 35-28. Here comes the Eagles offense, and it'd be interesting to see what the combination now of throw and running the ball is for the Eagles. They've got all 3 timeouts. Rose claps his hand, gets the snap, and they give it to Davin Thomas on the end around over the left side. He's in the open space to the 40, to the 50, down the left sideline, still on his feet to the 40. Cardinals got caught looking that time, and Eagles come out with a big play to start that drive.
Yeah, got him leaning to the left, and then the pitch goes back to Thomas, cutting across the field. Huge gain there into Cardinal territory at the 40, 1:29 left to go here in the ball game.
Cardinals will have to shore it up here. They're playing 2 safeties deep. There's the give to Jones. Up the middle he goes, and stopped near the 30, 34-yard line. They'll put the ball down. And to be second and about 4 to go at the 34 with right at a minute to go right now. Rose trying to lead the scoring here. There's a throw to the sideline. David Thomas gets out of bounds on the catch. And he just got the first down as they'll move the chains here at the 29-yard line where Thomas went out of bounds, but Rose confident with his throws right now, and Cardinals trying to get a turnover or a stop on down somehow. Rose looks right, and a little out route that time. Little wheel route by Jones, Justin, and something they love to run. That time Cardinals were wary, but Rose may have rushed that throw, but he had a guy coming at him as well.
Well, and I think, too, to your point, the pressure there from the Cardinals forces him maybe to throw that a little earlier than what he wanted to. Cardinals were bearing down on Jones as well, coming out of the backfield.
2nd and 10 from the 29, 46 seconds left for the Eagles to make a tying score. Rose looks to his left, has Jones out in front of him, now throws across the middle. It's caught by Royal, gets to the 10-yard line, and tackled out of bounds there with 34 seconds left. Boy, that was some nifty throw there. I saw a similar throw by Rose, and he can throw from about any angle. He had Jones out in front of him initially, waited for Royal to come back inside of that, and made the throw. And 1st and 10 now, 1st and goal for the Eagles right at the 10-yard line. Cardinal Nation on their feet, Eagles driving. Jasper moves to his left, the give to Jones. Up the middle he goes, inside the 5, down to the 2. And did he get in? It's a touchdown. Wow. He just kept fighting and fighting. Give the young man credit. He broke a couple of tackles on his way there. And the Eagles an extra point away from tying this one. See if the Cardinals come with the all-out block attempt here. 26 seconds left. And Ibsen on for the extra point. Cardinals will load up the right side of the Eagles line. And Ibsen's kick is up. And it's good. And we're tied at 35 with 26 seconds left. And Cardinals with one timeout. A lot will depend on how you handle this kickoff return, and part of that is just how the Eagles decide to execute this. I would think at this point in the ball game, you'd be trying to kick it through the end zone. We commented earlier tonight that the wind is coming out of the north, and so you kind of expect for the kicker to still have a little bit of help and maybe be able to put this one through the end zone if that's what they ask Mr. Ibsen to do. And we're delighted to have everybody along on KSN Channel 16 tonight, as this one might need some extra time tonight, but Cardinals still have something to say about it with 26 seconds remaining, as Ibsen's set to kick this one off, and the breeze is still about 13 miles an hour out of the north. Back deep is Young. This one will get to the end zone, so no return for the Cardinals. And maybe in some respects you're okay with that, unless you were really going to set up some kind of special return that was going to get you big yardage. Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 from the 20. One thing you can't have here is any kind of turnover. So we'll see if the first play is somewhat conservative or if you just send DeGraff and Reed on a go route to start this one, Justin, and see if you can do that. Big play finish to the ball game. Lucas under center, 2 backs in the backfield. DeGraff and Reed is lined up right. And they'll pitch it to Hurd. He'll get around the left side, out of bounds, near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out at about the 26-yard line, 21 seconds. That one just took 5 seconds. And I kind of thought that's what you ought to do here early. Maybe if you get to the 40 or 45-yard line, and maybe you can make that one big throw down the field. But you can't afford anything that would allow the Eagles to run one back on you if you were to try to chuck one down the field. Andrew Young going to check in the ball game for the Cardinals. Add a receiver on the right side. 2 backs in the backfield, Williams and Hurd. Lucas trips but gives it to Hurd. He'll be brought down after the first down at the 32-yard line. The clock stops with 15 seconds. And the Cardinals not going to take a timeout here, but let's see if they want to go quick. The clock will wind as soon as they set the chains here. 8 seconds. I think the Cardinals set to take this one to overtime as the clock will wind to 0. 4 quarters not enough for tonight's game. We're going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. 35 apiece for the Cardinals and the Eagles. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back with overtime after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
At 4W.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field. It's been a dandy ball game tonight. Cardinals trailed 21-19 at the half, came out and got a turnover to start the second half. Scored on that drive to go up 25-21 after a missed extra point. Eagles came right back and took the lead again. Cardinals successful, though, in this second half on a couple of two-point conversions made up for the missed kicks. Cardinals had a chance to get a 30-yard field goal earlier in the late part of the third quarter and missed that. We're tied at 35. And Josh Farley and his officiating crew set to take the captains and the coaches back to midfield for the coin toss to see how this one will unfold as Eggleston, Mason Williams, Dotson, and Andrew Young for the Cardinals head that way. Eagles send their captains out as well. And Josh Farley going over the overtime rules with the players. The NFL's changed their rules over the years. People get confused by that. The college folks have changed their rules to, but I believe, if we understand correctly, if you score with a touchdown first, you win this one. Otherwise, the other team gets a possession, Justin. So Let's see. And looks like Eagles have deferred, and the Cardinals will receive, which essentially means the Cardinals set to go on offense first. Eagles want to go on defense first. Sometimes you want to do that, just see what you have to match. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Of course, you can get first down still in this scenario. And see what Coach Ryan McFarland can dial up here. Running game has been good for the Cardinals in this second half, and that's been the difference, I think, in this ball game.
Well, I think the benefit of starting from the 25 with a strong running game is you feel confident that you can get 25 yards with a couple of first downs in your pocket. Cardinals going to try to do so here. Joe DeGraff and Reed way out wide here on the near side. Mason Williams going to be behind Mr. Jackson Lucas, as is Slade Hurd.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the 25 in overtime. We're tied at 35. Gus Carnes flips to the right side. The pitch to Hurd. Gets the edge, gets to the 19, the 18, still going forward, and finally drug out of bounds near the 16-yard line on an excellent blocking by the Cardinals front 7 or 8 there. And
when you talk about receivers doing a little bit of extra, that time it was Joe DeGraff and Reed. As Slade Hurd started to get stood up, he said, "No, sir," and started backpedaling and pulling him with him up the line, got him close to the first down. A 2nd and 1 now from the 16.
2nd and 1 for the Cardinals. Lucas under center. The Eagles move, the Cardinals stay still. And now the give, and the keeper rather, by Lucas. I don't know if he got to the 15, that's what he needed. May have just stuck his nose across. And the line judge on the far right given a signal, and still not a first down called out here by Josh Farley. I'm not sure if you'd asked for a measurement here or not. 3rd and 1 for the Cardinals. All they got to do is get about 6 inches, get across the 15 for the first. And it's a give to Hurd. He's got the first down, gets down to about the 11 or 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for the Cardinals. Good patience that time by Slade Hurd over the right side. DeGraff and Reed lines up on the right. That takes the occupation of a corner and maybe a safety to pay attention to him. 2 in the backfield behind Lucas. And a give on the dive this time. That's Mason Williams around the corner near the end zone.
And so he stepped out first.
He stepped out near the 2-yard line, but it may be enough for another first down. This is going to be close. Eagles asking something.
Well, I think they're arguing that they knocked the ball out of Mason Williams' hand, but I think at that point he had already stepped out and went for the reach. So Cardinals will maintain possession, ball at the 2, right at the 3 maybe.
Yeah, 2nd and a short 1 here. So you can pick up a first down and not necessarily get in the end zone, but Cardinals will be happy to just go ahead and punch one in. Lucas gives it on the dive and pushing his way into the end zone. No signal yet, but it may be a first down.
I'm going to say at the half-inch line, I think. Ref's right on the goal line, but they don't give it to him.
It is a 1st and goal now for the Cardinals, so you can kind of relax a little bit here and just say, let's get our best play here. You don't look to do anything fancy. Just see if you can catch the Eagles. Lucas under center. He wants to go on a quarterback sneak. He's across the line, and a touchdown for the Cardinals. And now the question, are you going for two here? The Cardinals going to line up for the extra point.
Different kicker in the ball game for the Cardinals.
All important extra point here. The snap, the hold, the kick, the low,
got
but good! You'll never see a lower extra point than that, Justin. It crossed over the bar at about a foot above it, but it had some power behind it, and the Cardinals lead at 42-35. We'll give credit to the kicker here in just a moment, Justin.
I think it was River Linker.
Yeah, River Linker, who has been doing some of the kickoffs for the Cardinals, asked to come in and kick the extra point in overtime, and he comes through. Boy, if anybody is up the middle to block that one, it would have been trouble. But the Eagles now with their chance to score. Rose. And the offense for the Eagles at the 25. Claps his hand, gets a snap, gives to Jones. Kind of slow rolls it around the left side there. And he just kind of waiting to pick the hole he wants to go through and then burst after that. I think Cardinals got to come with a little more ferocity, but also leery of the play action here, as the Eagles will line up in that 2-by-1 they've had all night. Davin Thomas in the slot, Royal right. Jones on the left to give to Jones one more time, and he'll get to about the 13-yard line. That'll be a first down. They just needed 3 yards. So 1st and 10 at the 12 now for the Eagles. As we're in overtime here from Cardinal Stadium. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau, Will Roderick, Roberta Foster back at our studios, and our viewers on KSN have been tuned into Dandy, brought to you by Windows and More. There's the run by Jones heading to the end zone, and he gets in for the touchdown. They thought they had him in the backfield, I think, Justin, but he just took off after initial contact.
They're leaving their offense on the field.
And are the Eagles going to go for two here and go for the win? If you're the Cardinals, do you call a timeout? Jones has not been stopped on the ground. We'll see if they can stop him here. Eagles going for two. Rose in the shotgun. Wants to throw. Rolling right. Looking. Cardinals pursuing in the end zone. Has a man, and it's Jasper for the touchdown. Cardinals will fall 43-42 as the Eagles win it on a 2-point conversion to end the ball game. We'll take a 3-minute timeout here as the Eagles go for it and win it 43-42. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Considering a metal roof? Call the area experts, 4W Metal Building Supply. Metal roofs have long life and very low maintenance. At 4W Metal, you'll find help from the planning through completion. Call or come by today.
At 4W.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. Our
Have you shopped for a computer lately? You can go Mac or PC. There are desktops, laptops, netbooks, and tablets. There's so many options that it's enough to make your head spin, and you never really know if you've made the best choice. We tend to make things pretty complicated in life. Some people think that there are a lot of ways to get into heaven, but how do you know which is the right way? The Bible tells us that everyone has sinned or done bad things of some kind, and that separates us from a loving God. But since He's a loving God, He told us one simple way we can be reunited with Him. In John 3:36, the Bible says, "Whoever believes in the Son," that's Jesus, "has eternal life. But whoever rejects the Son will not see life, for God's wrath remains on him." You can either accept Him or reject Him. To find out how to be sure of God's love and how you can start a personal relationship with Him, call 888-NEED-HIM.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
And we welcome you back to Webb City High School. Your Cardinals fall here tonight 43-42. We'll welcome you inside the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We'll start in the rest of the COC. Lebanon, no problem with Waynesville tonight, 64-20. Carthage wins it over Neosho, 42-20. Nixa shuts out Glendale 42-0. And it was Republic with a 35-7 win over the Willard Tigers. Moving on to the Big 8 in the fourth quarter, it's Monette 48, Mount Vernon 32. Cassville wins it over Aurora 21-11. Seneca takes care of Lamar 57-7. East Newton in a close one with McDonald County. They win it 35-33, and it was Pleasant Hill taking care of Nevada 46-21.
In the Ozark Mountain Conference, the Bolivar Liberators lead the Logan Rogersville Wildcats 42-21 in the fourth quarter. A final at West Plains, they pull it out 34-27 over the Carl Junction Bulldogs. Branson Pirates beat the Hillcrest Hornets 49-0. And we'll go ahead and take our first time out here. Back with more of our Final Drive Scoreboard Show after this. You're listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. And you're listening to KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome you back inside the Final Drive Scoreboard Show. And in the Mid-Lakes Conference tonight, it was the Forsyth Panthers at the half leading the Buffalo Bison 27-6. a final. The Fairgrove Eagles 26-11 over the Stanford Indians. And the Hollister Tigers winning tonight 40-28 over the Reed Spring Wolves.
Moving to the Southwest Conference, Ash Grove with a 20-18 win over the Sarcoxy Bears. Marionville takes care of Miller 24-7. Pierce City in a tight one with Stockton. They pulled out 22-14.
And in 8-man independent tonight, New Heights Christian trailing the Drexel Bobcats 36-28 in the fourth. The Topeka Trojans falling to the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons tonight 49-24. And it was the Lockwood Tigers 66, the Rich Hill Tigers 20.
Moving to the Kansas side, Rose Hill wins at 55-30 over Independence. Fort Scott with a 22-6 win over Coffeyville. Columbus takes care of Parsons 28-14. Chanute with a 35-6 win over Labette County.
In the CNC, it was the Girard Trojans shutting out the Anderson County Bulldogs 28-0. St. Mary's Colgan Panthers 49-12 over the Southeast Lancers. And the Frontenac Raiders beat the Neodesha Blue Streaks 56-14. Caney Valley 51-14 over the Riverton Rams. And the Columbus Titans 28-14 over the Parsons Vikings.
And moving to the Oklahoma side, Wagner with a 47-0 lead over Grove in the fourth quarter. Miami takes care of Cushing 31-14. Barnesdale all over Afton. It's a final 54-0.
And we'll give a final check of the COC one more time. Those are all finals. It was Republic 35-7 over the Willard Tigers. Nixa shutting out the Glendale Falcons 42-0. Carthage Tigers 42-20 over the Neosho Wildcats. Lebanon beating Waynesville 64-20. And here in overtime, Joplin Eagles over the Webb City Cardinals 43-42. That'll do it for our Final Drive scoreboard show. It's been a great night of football here. The Cardinals fall short by 1 tonight, but head into district action next week with a lot of confidence. So for Justin Boudreau, for Will Hedrick, for Roberta Foster back at our studios, this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from Cardinal Stadium. You've been listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
You've been listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or a therapist can help you get back in the game. Join us again after the game next week as we will once again bring you all the latest scores right here on the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.